Sunday and Poseidon's dancing.
Yo, what's up,
Apologize in advance. Welcome, everybody. Pantelis Live. It is Sunday. Welcome to church. We got a lot to discuss. Volcanoes have been erupting. I am safe. I know a lot of you were concerned. Safe from the volcano. Yes.
Oh shit.
Let's see who's in the chat right now.
Yeah,
I got you on the big screen here. We got Flat Cat. We got Steph. Who else we got?
Marie Renee. We
Fred
got
Desjardins.
Jess
Nicholas
Sorrell.
here. Jess Sorrell, all the way from Australia. She too, a survivor.
Nicholas.
Caroline Dubois, Trey Cool, Richard Kiss, Jizu. We got people. People are in the chat already.
We got the peeps. We got peeps peeping.
For all my super cool French fans, I have just this morning postponed and or canceled the rodage in Laval for the upcoming Saturday. And Eventbrite was nice enough to send out refunds, including Eventbrite fees. They refunded everything. They didn't give me any trouble this time.
Really?
So yeah, everyone is getting refunded, whether it comes in 5 days or how long the credit card.
I think maybe
processor takes.
the first time around. Remember the first time around happened because of COVID also?
Yeah.
Maybe
I think they learned a lesson.
They learned, they're like, we kind of fucked people over, and they're like, it's not, you know what I mean?
It's not nice to
it's
charge.
not nice because of COVID or whatever, so that they probably fixed it. Which I'm not saying they're a shit company. I'm just saying, like, for the first time around, I can understand. But
Now they learn. Anyway,
Exactly.
all this to say, you're getting refunded, and then as soon as things open up and we're allowed to do shows again, I will rent the venue again, probably the same one, and have tickets on sale for that. Gapes is in the chat.
Motherfucking Gapes.
Thomas is here. Hello, bonjour, everybody. Nicola. Yeah, there was a volcano, dudes. There was a volcano. Oh, by the way, patreon.com/Pantelis.
Yes.
That's where the episode of Club Zeus, French podcast, is only available on Patreon. So patreon.com/Pantelis. So yeah, volcano. Tell me about this volcano. For the record, I thought it was a joke. I didn't realize it really happened.
So a volcano erupted in the Pacific, from what I understand.
Where in the Pacific?
I don't know exactly. We're somewhere in the middle of the ocean of the Pacific. It was an underwater volcano, and the eruption was so powerful, right? It broke the surface, right? So it broke the surface, and it created smog and smoke and all this bullshit that a volcano eruption spews out into the air for like 12 miles.
Which makes sense because it was a volcano eruption, as you
Yes,
said.
and everyone got like Australia, the whole west coast of the United States. Who else?
It's Tonga Island, and I heard they got waves, is what you're saying.
Yeah, Tonga.
Tonga, it's just called
bullshit.
Tonga. It's called Tonga.
But
It's not that
the
hard.
name of the volcano was like Tonga.
Oh.
Some shit like that.
All
And
right. I'm going to call it the Tonga volcano. Is that?
yeah, and everyone got like tsunami warnings. Japan, Australia.
But they got
West
the
Coast.
warnings, but did they end up getting tsunami'd?
I don't think so.
That's what's important, bro. The Japanese are safe. That's all I care about.
All good. We don't have another. What was the tsunami that hit that fucking caused the nuclear reactor?
What do you care
meltdown
about the
bullshit?
name? Like, you're like, what was that tsunami? It's a tsunami.
No,
Whether
no.
we name it, you know?
The name of the town where the nuclear reactor
It wasn't a
was.
town. You're talking about Fukushima. You're talking about the reactor itself.
Yeah. Fukushima reactor. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what do you want to say about it?
I'm just saying, it's good. We're not gonna have one of those situations again.
All right, adding nothing to the conversation as per usual, so he's in top form. Look, before I forget, because it is Sunday, and the whole point of this show is to chat with you guys and tell you what's been up on the Pantelis Comedy channel, in the Pantelis Comedy universe, as it were. However, since we're always given the news of the week and seeing, are we up to date? Are you up to date? The one thing that I've been asked about a lot was the petition against Joe, man of the podcast,
Yes.
and of truth, Rogan.
Yes.
People were like, look at this as a petition. Goddamn right is what they're saying because they're imbeciles. 300 doctors have signed a petition and sent it over to Spotify so they could stop Joe Rogan from spreading what they call misinformation, right? And remember we talked about how I thought it was suspicious? I'll tell you why I thought it was suspicious before I get into some hilarious details. I thought it was suspicious because the people that he brought on, he always brings on someone specific to that category of interview. So let's say he wanted more information about the mRNA stuff. He brought one of the inventors. What's happening with doctors? What are the treatments? He brings on heads of fucking big hospitals, universities, all that stuff. So he's not the one making stuff. He's asking people.
Yeah.
And he's asking the top. He's asking the experts. So I'm like, who are these experts that are going against Joe Rogan? And I thought it was suspicious because one of the ladies that was interviewed on TV, one of the doctors, one of her tweets seemed weird, so I checked out her profile. I noticed she had 6 pronouns in there. So I was like, okay, she's a scientist. She's into science. Heavy. So already that lady was suspicious.
Oh god.
So I got a list of some of these 300 experts that are against the actual experts.
Are these the same guys that are like?
What do you think they do, Poseidon? I'll give you, some of them are emergency doctors, which even though they're not scientists, I still respect that because they're in the emergency rooms. You get it?
Yeah.
So I said, however, most of them, we got dentists, we got consultants.
I was gonna say
we
that.
got postdoctorate fellows. We got the associate professor of clinical neurology, which is all fine and dandy, nothing to do with COVID. More dentists, physician assistants, the director of research at the Grasshopper Farms, the analytical scientists, and many other consultants.
Hold on. Grasshopper Farms? What
Yeah.
the fuck was it?
I'm assuming it's the farm.
Of grasshoppers?
I don't think it's of grass. I think it's called Grasshopper Farms, but it's a scientist of farms. Probably like biology and stuff, or organic shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, many dentists too. Many dentists who are like, people stopped considering us doctors during these last 2 years. I gotta sign this.
You know.
So you want to talk about misinformation? The way that was packaged as 300 experts went against the actual experts. No. The actual experts were yelled at by a lady who has too many pronouns, a bunch of consultants, 8 dentists,
Somebody at a
9
grasshopper farm?
associate physician assistants, many fellows, many postdoctorate fellows. So shut the fuck up. Is what I'm saying.
You know those commercials of toothpaste, and they're like 4 out of 5 dentists approved.
They can't even agree on toothpaste.
and we're like, who's the 1 out of 5 dentists? We found
It's them,
them.
yeah.
We found them,
The
bro.
1 out of 5 dentists that can't agree on Sensodyne is signing
Oh shit.
this goddamn petition. So again, don't be so quick to jump when the news says something.
Yeah.
You're like, look, they have it there. It's dangerous.
Yeah, but most people are gonna read that fucking headline.
Exactly.
They're like, oh my god, 300
That's why.
experts.
'Cause the reason, but that's why I was surprised. I go 300. I go, that's surprising. You know, especially since the people he brought on were some of the top in that field for what's going on. And yeah, it's controversial in the sense that the government wants one thing and top researchers saying something else. Okay, but that's why we have these debates. But I was like, really, 300 of how many top? I didn't even know there can't be 300 top people in that field. So it all seems suspicious. And then the pronouns gave it away. That lady with the 6 of them. Like,
Nah.
yeah, that's what a doctor would write. Zim zam zoo. Yeah, okay, yeah, for sure. For sure, that's a doctor I want to go to. So when I looked into it, yeah. Wow. Interesting.
It's all
Yeah. All it takes is 5 minutes of research to realize that there's just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
This wasn't heavy hitting stuff. This wasn't like me being like, I gotta put my detective hat on. I'm too old for this shit. It was none of that. It was literally, all right, who signed this?
click, click, click.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
It's all bullcaca.
Interesting.
What else? You know what else is fucking bullshit, bro? That fucking video you sent
Which one?
in the group chat, bro. I was pissed. Bro, I was so pissed after.
Oh yeah,
watching
you can
it.
talk about that. I didn't get any details though. Is that real?
So apparently,
yeah, it's true. Mike is also a doctor of native studies now, right?
Yeah.
He got it online. Mike's gonna sign that petition too.
yeah. God damn. But what is Marie Renee saying? I'm the highest priestess, fairy, godmother. Oh god. So this video apparently. Now I don't know how true this is, but this if it's true, next level fucked up, bro.
You're talking about the girl with leukemia?
Yeah. So there was a girl with leukemia. They were in the hospital. This was in BC, British Columbia, if I'm not mistaken. Right? They're in BC. They're waiting in line to get treatment for leukemia for the daughter.
Let's see if that's even. Tell the story and I'll see if it's real.
So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the story. Check if it's real. So it's a mother and father. They have a daughter. She has leukemia. She's being operated in the hospital and everything. And they're waiting their turn, of course, like everyone else. And they have a bed. Eventually, the story goes as is. They get kicked out of the hospital because they weren't unvaccinated. They weren't vaccinated. So because the girl hadn't taken any vaccination, or the family themselves weren't vaccinated, they got kicked out of the hospital. They weren't allowed to stay. Now, here's another question I have. If this is true, wouldn't the girl that has leukemia, wouldn't it be like against her benefit to be vaccinated?
Oh, you think? I thought it was the parents that aren't vaccinated.
But also the girl. If the girl has leukemia, you can't.
But I don't think they were mad that she didn't want to get vaccinated. I think the parents weren't vaccinated. I don't think the girl, they were going to make her get vaccinated. She has leukemia. They're just trying to.
No, but the parents weren't vaccinated as well. So
But that's what the problem with them was. That's what they said.
I think that's what it was. They were kicking the parents out for not being vaccinated.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm looking to find out if this is real.
Now, how fucked up is that?
Oh, yeah,
if
there
it's
it is.
true.
Yeah. From the Ronald McDonald House.
Wait, what?
Okay, yeah, because I didn't know that there's still Ronald McDonald. It's the unvaccinated Canadian parents. Let's see what's going on here. And their 4-year-old son with leukemia are being evicted.
Oh, son, not daughter.
Yeah. So, by the way, I'm going to brick my phone, bro, because Nick Drosos knows I'm live, and now he's calling.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got to call him right after this.
Yeah, because they have not had the COVID shot. So, look, I don't have all the details on that, because you know what might happen? Let's say they started a scrap. I'm not saying this would happen. I'm saying this is why I don't like not having all the information. Let's say they're not vaccinated, but they're causing trouble in there. So they're like, look, man, get the fuck out of here. You guys are causing trouble. You know, you're getting drunk. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm saying...
Yeah.
And then they go, yeah, they're kicking us out because we're not vaccinated. You get it? That's why I like to know.
I see what you mean.
I like to know all of the facts first.
So do you think they were causing trouble?
No, I don't. I don't think anything. I'm just saying I want to know before I think.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
What I think is that I want to know all the details. That's what I think.
100%. I agree with you.
Because if it's just straight up that's insanity. But I don't think it could get to that level. Like, I think a janitor could pop out of the closet and be like, guys, this is fucking crazy. You get it to...
Yeah, but then again, we've had people yelling and being like, fuck the unvaxxed, you know? Like,
I know. But I like to think that
and we've had doctors and come out and say that, you know, we're not going to treat unvaccinated people. Like shit like that, you know?
Yeah. Let's see here. Jess Sorrell says she likes the jacket. Yes, the sweater. I like it too. It's the Avenged Sevenfold. I got it a little while ago. Thank you, Jess Sorrell, commenting.
Very nice jacket.
Fox and Friends had Avi Yemeni on to talk about what's going on in Australia. So sad. Yeah, Australia's still going through their stuff, and a lot of Australians don't like it when we talk about that. They're like, you don't know what you guys are talking about. You think it's fascist. It's not fascist. It's just, you have to look at it from our perspective. It looks weird. I also saw in Australia the funniest video I've ever seen in the longest time. Did I send you that video?
No.
Of the translator?
No.
You didn't see the translation? So this guy, this politician, I don't know what the fuck he does there. He's a governor, a statesman. He's like, we need to translate to the natives. We need to translate because they don't understand it. That's why they're not getting vaccinated.
Okay.
It's probably because they don't understand what we're saying. You know those pesky natives. Okay. So when I would say that to you, what would you assume? Like, okay, there's a language barrier, right? So what language would you assume that the natives speak that they don't understand these Australians?
I don't know. Something like they were speaking before the English got there?
Like, if it was here, for example, right? What would you expect to hear?
Pakistani.
Why Pakistani here in natives?
I don't know. Or Chinese. I don't know, bro.
Something completely off, right? Something completely different.
Something like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, then this is going to shock the pants off of you because I don't know how I forgot to mention this a little while ago, but I'm telling you, it was one of the funniest goddamn things I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're going to see this one. So I'm going to bring up, I'm going to try to find it here in my tweets because I tweeted about it. What the fuck happened? It was legitimately, it was shocking. Like I was like, Jesus Christ, is this racist or I don't know. But it's just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Because I don't think they needed a translator. Oh, there we go. I found it.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just fucking cynical and I'm crazy and they need a translator. But this is literally what
Are you going to put it up?
I'm putting it up for everyone. Yeah. In El Chato. So there we go. Boom. Bam.
To keep Aboriginal people safe.
And the message, a proper important one, to keep everybody safe one.
Proper important one to keep everyone safe one.
You can die from the corona or get really sick.
You can pass away from this corona or you can get really sick one.
Hold up.
I wish I understood her.
It's time to get the corona needle to keep people and country strong.
It's time to get them this needle.
Jess says that's the premier.
Corona, to keep them but all the people and country proper strong one.
Wait a minute.
The corona needle.
Shut up, bro. I don't understand her. I need some time.
Old people, men and women.
Well, the corona needle, gotta keep them a safe one for all the kids and for all the men and women.
Many people around the world have already had the needle.
Big more people all around the world been already getting but their needle.
I wish I understood her.
It is free and it's safe.
That needle black corona a free one.
Free one.
A
And he
free
said
one.
Look, the point
If
is,
you wa-
Poseidon, this is fucking insane. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. This is one of the funniest
Jesus
videos. I thought it was a
Christ.
deep fake. I didn't even know it was real.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's very dangerous. But don't worry, this is safe. And then she translates to, it's proper safe.
This
It's not
is-
dangerous.
that's what- you
and
know-
then the guys, you see his face, he's like, I hope she's translating correctly. I don't know what the fuck she's saying.
You know, that's where taxpayers' money is going. That's where taxpayers' money is going. Seriously.
Yeah. This is the world we live in.
This is insane.
This is a parody.
They hired a translator to translate English
It's what?
into English.
Yeah.
But like,
Bro, this is racist on another level, bro. This is like some weird ass.
it's some weird passive aggressive racism.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's like bringing a translator, like Trudeau's like, I brought a translator here to talk to the inner cities. And he's like, you need to keep your neighborhoods safe. You got to keep your hood safe. Well, I don't know what he said, but if you got it.
That's a good sketch.
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
he's
a good-
saying.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's a good fucking sketch, by
Yeah.
the way.
It's absurd. The best is people were like, it's not real. And then right away, the one Australian in the chat's like, that's my premier. Oh, God.
Oh shit.
That's amazing. This is real life, guys. I'm telling you, it's a circus. There's a goddamn circus, and I'm only here because they haven't killed me yet.
No.
Speaking of which, I heard that Ghislaine Maxwell, because she was trying her best, she was appealing to not have the names of the 6 or 8 John Does, people that were documented to have slept with kids or whatever, be released. And now she's like, you know what? I'm not fighting it anymore.
Oh.
So they're going to run it one more time in the courts. Yeah, I deleted my Getter account, guys. I'll get to that in a second.
So hold up. She was keeping tight lips about
Some guys that she didn't have any reason to give the name out yet.
Okay.
And then now she's like, you know, I'm not fighting anymore. Fuck these people. And they said that they're going to run it one more time and those names are going to come out. We already assume that one of them is Prince Andrew. That's why the royal family has removed all his titles. You can no longer call him Prince or Duke
Really?
or whatever. You could still call him pedophile. That one is out. That one, you can go ahead.
it's not a title you're looking to have
Yeah.
in life, bro.
It's pronounced Ghislaine. No, it's pronounced Ghislaine.
yeah.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, it's not Guylaine. There's an S there.
Yeah.
And she's also not from Quebec.
Yep.
Yeah, so they call her Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know this.
like the
She's
Quebec
got a
waitress.
crazy rack on her, by the way.
Huge set on her.
Huh?
Huge set on her.
The Ghislaine?
Hooters
Yeah,
is
bro.
what you're saying. Yeah, big fan of owls.
Yeah, bro.
Big. I saw those owl pictures. Yeah, big Hooters. I know.
Ooh.
Jeez, Lane.
What was I gonna say? Another thing.
Oh yeah, Getter. Before I continue, the reason why I deleted my Getter account, I'll tell you why I deleted my Getter account. The app is working fine, but they were up to some fuckery, and I don't appreciate fuckery. Number one, I heard about these Chinese espions that were funding that thing. I don't trust the espions. Number one. Number two, they faked the whole follower account thing. Even Rogan. Rogan was weirded out too, because he went on it. What they did is he made a Getter account because Twitter was. They're fucking censoring a lot of people. A lot of information, they're blocking, banning people. So he said, just in case I have this account. And then what they did is they didn't even let people go follow him. As soon as he made an account, they basically copy pasted his followers from Twitter. They said, oh, now he has 8 million followers on Twitter. He has 8 million followers on Getter. Getter doesn't even have 8 million subscribers.
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
weird.
So he's like, ugh. And then the
Yeah.
Chinese stuff came out, and I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, yeah.
So I was like, it's
I
not
get
for
it.
me.
I get
I
it.
already hate the fact that we have no choice but to be on social media.
Yeah.
How will people know about this show? How will people know who we are? How we're going to sell tickets? So it's job-wise. But
That's why I deleted my first
Nicole-
TikTok account.
Nicholas says that he heard the S is muette, which means silent. No. Ghislaine. I hate it when they
Yeah.
say Ghislaine. Ghislaine, bro. Ghislaine.
Ghislaine.
Yeah. And I've heard that. I've heard people call themselves Ghislaine. I've heard that name before. It was never as popular as now. She's ruined it for all of them.
Yeah. But it was like when I had initially deleted my TikTok account because of the Chinese shit that was coming out. I was like, "Yo, fuck this shit."
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
deleted
yeah,
my
yeah.
first one, and then I waited, and then I heard of I think it was Microsoft. They were gonna buy them. They were gonna.
Oh yeah,
purchase
that
or
was.
whatever.
We never talked about that again. Remember, they were forcing. They said if you want to operate in North America,
Yeah.
you can't have these people you can't have these people running the company.
Yeah.
So they had to do something.
They sold it. They I think they forced them to sell or some shit like that.
That's strange. How do you force someone to sell his company that's already successful?
I don't know. I don't know how that worked. But I think they could still.
Oh, Mademoiselle says Ghislaine and Ghislaine are two separate names. That's why we've heard Ghislaine and
Who said this?
Ghislaine. Mademoiselle.
Oh,
Mew.
Ghislaine and Ghislaine are two separate names. Thank you, Mademoiselle.
Look, I got more stuff to talk about. We're not just going to talk about sadness and volcanoes here.
Yeah.
I got some news. I started watching a new show. It's called Yellow Jackets.
You told me about it.
Yes. I saw advertisements all the time, and I ignored it because I don't watch these new shows because most of them are hot garbage.
Trash.
I'm going to be honest with you. I fucking like this show.
Yeah?
I got 2 episodes left of this first season. I'm going to try to watch it tonight. It is a very fun show. It is about a girls' high school soccer team. It sounds weird now. Just bear with me. Bear with me.
You do realize
and they're naked now. It's a girls' high school soccer team. It's it jumps around in time because it was in the 90s. And then they were heading to states they were heading to nationals. They won states. And their plane crashed. And then fuckery ensued. People died.
Yeah.
I guess they made some tribes. There's a feel of some supernatural shit, but it might not be there. We don't know yet. We're going to find out. So, and then I guess they were saved. We're going to find out what happened. So it keeps jumping back and forth from time to modern day and back then. And you're trying to see where their lives headed, and they're hiding something, and there's something crazy that happened. But they're all hiding it, and you're getting bits and pieces of it. It's a good show. It's very, very fun.
Sounds very interesting.
It is a fun, interesting show. They're not scared. It's a Showtime show. They don't censor anything. A lot of masturbation in the first episode. All these broads are always jerking off.
Are you serious?
It's a bit much, but whatever.
Okay, that's an interesting thing to add.
I mean, fucking everyone's jerking off in American Pie. We all like that. So, but it's a fun. All the actors.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, this is one thing. I always talk about casting. I talk about how this person, if ever there was a movie, they should be cast as X guy young or X person's brother. The casting in this is phenomenal.
Really?
They really pick the right actors and actresses that you're like, oh, fuck, that could have been them young.
Oh.
Yeah. They did a good job of that.
Good on them.
Yeah, they did a good job. I like that. La Con, ça va? Yeah, we're talking about Yellow Jacket. It is on Showtime. You can catch it on Crave in Canada.
I love that name, by the way.
What, Yellow Jacket?
No, La Con, ça va.
I know. First of all, there's a lot of people. Someone signed up to the Patreon. Oh, I forgot what the name was, but I laughed so much. I was like, do I send him a message? It was a good name.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good name.
Oh, shit.
There's some good names. So Netflix adapted one of Gary Alice's favorite fiction podcasts called Archive 81. I don't know if it's good, but I doubt it would be as good as the podcast. Remember how back in the day people would say, I doubt it's going to be as good as the movie? Now that podcast took over, people are like, I doubt it's going to be as good as the podcast.
Really?
That's what people are going to do when they come see me live. They're going to be like, I bought tickets, but I doubt it's going to be as good as he is on the podcast. I'm better live, I'll tell you that much, yeah, because it's all jokes.
So it's based on a podcast that they...
It's another, you get mixed up. He's talking about Archive 81.
Yeah.
That's based on a podcast.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understood that.
Not this. Because you said, so it's based on a podcast.
No, I was talking about that. I was talking about Archive 81.
Yeah, it says it even on Netflix.
You were still talking about Yellow Jackets,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry.
Yeah, on Netflix it even says it. I saw it this morning. It said based on the popular podcast.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I saw it. It looks spooky. I would like to watch it. You know which movie I saw? Well, I fell asleep watching. I fall asleep watching everything now. Yeah. It was a movie about where I forgot the name. Where the Earth was being destroyed from nuclear warfare and all this shit.
Okay.
And they had to leave. They had to dip. They went to like another planet far, far away.
Was it Mars?
No, like really far.
Okay.
Like another galaxy type of shit.
Sounds fake.
And then they go fuck yourself.
By the way, my beard, I'm so upset with because I went to the wrong barber.
Yeah.
My barber wasn't there.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, so they went.
Even though it's not my fault.
It's not your fault. He tried, but he went too low. I just wanted to clean up, but he shaved it all the way down. The mustache. So I got to regrow my beard. I'm very upset. I look like a supervillain.
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
I look like a Chinese supervillain.
It does look a little pointier.
It looks menacing.
It does look a little pointier, and you do look a little more villainy.
Michel Grenier just dropped $50 in the super chat. Michel, qu'est-ce que tu fais, bro? What are you doing?
How you doing?
What are you doing, Michel? Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Poseidon,
Michel.
take your pants off. He's sending kisses. Michel Grenier, for those of you who don't know, owner-operator, Bang Management, Mike Ward's manager. Also, what are you doing? He's Daniel Grenier's brother. What are you doing? Podcaster, manager. Merci, Michel. I don't know if Michel's willing to come to the... if he's willing to come to the city now, because there's nothing to do. So he could come on another French cast. Michel hasn't been to the new studio.
Really?
No, he did a podcast in the old studio. Oh, yeah. He's never been here.
Oh, he'd like this one.
Je vous regarde et je me touche, he said. Hey, Michel, fais-moi signe. Si tu veux venir en ville pour voir le nouveau studio, on va faire un podcast ensemble. You'd be a good French cast guest. So we have a couple of good French casts coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Pio Forget's coming out.
Yep.
We're going to have a part 2 with Hélène Boudreau coming out. We're going to have some good podcasts coming out. So, and for the Pantelis podcast, I don't think there's going to be a new one this week.
Michel wrote anytime.
Okay, je vais te texter. Nice. Okay, so good. Then we're going to have Michel back on.
Exactly.
It's going to be good. The French cast is fucking kicking ass.
Fuck yeah, bro.
You guys don't know. If you don't speak French, you have no idea, but the French cast is kicking all kinds of ass.
Steph, learn some fucking French.
Steph has to learn French.
Yeah. They have no choice now. Duolingo.
Gary says, I'm saying that because I feel like some things, like creepy characters. You know what the thing is? A lot of times if you're listening or if you're reading, because of your imagination, it makes it scarier. So I understand that. I understand what you're saying, Gary. Same thing with books. Some books have made me feel creeped out that when I watch the adaptation and I'm excited, I'm like, it lost its appeal.
It also depends on, I would say, your state of mind at the moment.
That's too, obviously. Yeah, if you're into it or not.
So like you might find something scary at first, and then later down the line, you're like, I don't understand why I was afraid of this. Like Insidious. Insidious, I was like, I don't understand why I was afraid of this movie, why this movie scared me.
Well, because the first time you saw it in the context of, lights off, like, let me get scared.
Yeah.
But if you see it, lights on, all that, it's not as scary. Conjuring, if you put the Conjuring on, lights off, all that, it's fucking scary as shit.
The Conjuring? What was the Conjuring again?
Conjuring 1, 2, 3, it never ends. Annabelle, that shit.
Oh, yeah, those ones.
But if you watch it with friends and you're just fucking around, you can laugh at it.
Yeah.
It all depends. By the way, I saw The Eternals.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about this.
Let me tell you guys something. Remember how I said I was talking a lot of shit about the Venom movies? How they're not good. I take it back. In front of The Eternals, they should win Oscars. The Eternals is one of the dumbest, most poorly made movies. Guys, The Eternals is supposed to be about Eternals.
Yeah.
These fucking godlike creatures.
And they casted a bunch of kids, right?
Forget the kids.
I saw it because I saw a clip. I was like,
dude, it feels so small. Like it's supposed to be, it feels like everything is just on a set, like a little green. It doesn't feel,
really?
So you see like Avengers Endgame, it feels grand.
Yeah,
it feels big.
Of course.
This feels so small.
Really?
Dude, it is so, and they just try to cover all their fucking bases. They're like, we got to make sure every nationality is represented in this goddamn movie.
Really?
Bro, but it was just it wasn't good. I was so excited and it was so poorly done. Such a shit movie. But I did enjoy Angelina Jolie.
Oh, she was in it?
Of course, yes. She played Athena. Not Athena. She made that clear. Athena.
Wait, what?
She made me think of something. Angelina Jolie.
Hold on, I'm confused. Athena, like the goddess?
Yeah, but it's because they rewrite history in it, right? It's basically the gods are based on these real Eternals, but it wasn't Athena. She's Athena. Anyways, it's a whole thing. It's dumb, but it's fun. But the movie wasn't fun. The movie wasn't good.
Okay.
The movie, the concept is great. Ancient alien stuff.
Okay.
Very poorly executed.
Really?
And this is me. I was open to it. I was like, let's talk about ancient aliens. It wasn't good. Angelina Jolie, seeing her, still beautiful, made me think of something. I don't know if you guys can answer in the chat. Angelina Jolie, her famous lips and nose, is that real or did she have surgery? And I'll tell you why I ask this. Because I saw earlier movies of her when she was young. She still looked the same. She had the same lips. So either way, she influenced what beauty is for an entire generation of women. And I'll explain this. She was the first one who came out like that with those lips.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about, because people are like, oh, in the 2000s, forget Tomb Raider. Even when she was in that hacker film, all that, when you see when she was younger, she had those big lips. So they might be real or fake. It's how she looked. So now, this will tell you, if it's real, then everyone was trying to look like her lips and nose. So people did surgery to try to look like her, like she was the image of what beauty standards should be. And if it's fake, she was that surgery that changed everyone's perception, women themselves, because they're the worst judge of themselves. They're harder on themselves than we are.
100%.
And people are saying surgery, some people are saying real. Haters might be saying surgery, this might be a natural lady. The point is, either way, she influenced an entire generation of women to look like that. The lips and the nose.
Why don't we just do a quick Google search?
I say real, Mademoiselle says. It might be real. I don't know.
It's real. I think it is real. Is Angelina Jolie's lips real?
Yeah, she always had bigger lips. Yeah, that's what Steph says. Yeah, she always. That's what I saw too when she was young. She was a young kid. Like you see the photos when she always had those huge lips. And so people tried to look like her.
Yeah.
Jean-Phil, what up, dog? Isn't it fucking crazy? Same lips, yeah.
Yeah, she always had those lips, even as even younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's her natural lips.
Yeah, fake big lips. So here's the other thing. So she looks the way she looks, and all these women, and the reason why I thought they were real is because of how her face looks now.
Fuck, she is
Because
fucking
she
gorgeous,
doesn't
though.
look like a lizard. But a lot of all these other people that got the surgeries, now, at her age, they look like iguanas. She doesn't have that.
I'm sorry, I just pictured an iguana with like...
She doesn't look like she belongs in a
duck
terrarium.
lips.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she belongs in a terrarium. So I was like, fuck, I think it's real. And that makes it even crazier. It makes it even crazier if it's real because, yeah, I think she was renowned because it was real. Dude, can you believe how amazing that is that there's a human being that we based, without knowing, I guess the women knew it, beauty standards on for so many years. Still, the nose, that's what they talk about. I want to have a small nose and the big lips.
Yeah.
That's all her. They saw her and they're like, I want to be that.
But also, who was it? One of the Jenners or one of the...
And Mario B says her mom looked a lot like her too. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
That's impressive.
So it's all au naturel.
That's impressive that she and I don't think she gets the credit because we never talk about it. But all the stuff you see, the Jenners, they all want to look with the big lips and the small nose. That's who they're trying to look like. She's the one who brought that into the mainstream.
It's completely manufactured though.
Because back in the day, like let's say ancient Greece, it was a different standard of beauty. The noses were a bit bigger. You get it? And there was a different standard of beauty in every era.
Of course.
She controls the standard of beauty based on her natural looks. She's the one that controls it for
She's
modern
the OG.
time. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if people talk about it enough, but yeah, it's
I never paid attention to that.
It's fascinating. It's a fascinating thing to think about.
I always thought like she was a beautiful woman, but like
It's like let's say no one was doing beards, and then I grow a beard, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I wish I had a beard," and they start doing surgery to grow beards because they can't, and then everyone starts having beards. But that would be crazy to be like, "Fuck, man! It just started from this X person."
Well, it's in the beginning. Here's the thing: in the '90s, nobody had a beard. Early
It
2000s.
started with Jennifer Aniston. No, Jennifer Aniston does not look like Angelina Jolie. She doesn't have the same lips or the chin. She doesn't have the small features. She has a bit of the Greekster features. Aniston.
But the
Which
beard,
she's still beautiful. I'm not saying she's not. I'm saying that standard that everyone's getting surgery for is based on Angelina Jolie's fucking face.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Guido Grasso in the chat, I think.
Guids.
And Guido Grasso, for
Where
those of
is
you
he?
who don't know, right now is in Mexico.
Yep.
Mexico. Guido, I don't know if you did the surgery yet or if you're doing it tomorrow.
He's getting the surgery to look like Angelina Jolie.
No. It's dental surgery. When is he back?
Tuesday should be back, I think.
Tuesday should be
He's
back.
going to reconfirm with me, though.
Okay. So we'll see when we get the new episode of The Intellectuals up and running.
Yeah.
Because let's just say he gets silver and gold said, rest in peace, Guido. So let's just say he gets back on Wednesday, depending on whether or not he tests positive for the Rones.
Yeah.
Because one of our other guests, we had to postpone a couple of days just so that she could get fully, spend the quarantine time fully done before she gets into the studio. No, he didn't get deported from Mexico this time. He got in safe, and I believe he's at the hotel now, so he's able to watch this live stream.
Yep.
He's that one guy from Mexico.
By the way, the beard wasn't a thing either for the longest time. It started becoming popular early 2010, and then like I think mid 2010s it became. Because even early 2000s, the beard, like if you had a beard,
yeah, you were viewed as
like a bum. You know what I mean? Until like grooming evolved and everything, and people were like, no, you could look really stylish with a beard and shit.
Yeah.
You know, everyone was clean shaven or nothing.
I wasn't clean shaven. I always had a bit of
stubble,
peach fuzz. No, sometimes I was clean shaven. Actually, that's a lie. I was clean shaven sometimes, but sometimes it was the peach fuzz. Then I liked the little bit of stubble, and then maybe in the. I want to say the 2015s, around there. 2014.
Around there, yeah. 2014.
That's when I started growing out my beard. I said, fuck, man, I prefer a beard.
Yeah.
Men have fucking beards. That's how I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, it evolved. And there's...
also, I look like a baby.
And it gave birth...
You know this because you've seen me with it off. You guys don't understand. If you haven't seen me without the beard, I look the same as I did in the photos when you see me without the beard. I look like a man-child.
You and I both. That's why I always, even though a beard doesn't look good on me and it doesn't grow a stick, I always refrain from clean shaving because
you don't want to look like a giant Greek baby.
Yeah, there you go. But what was I gonna say? But the beard movement has given birth to new businesses, a new thing of business.
I'm in a movement.
Yeah, no. A bowel movement.
I didn't even know. My people, the beards, were being smeared because some of them are blowing themselves up. They do not represent all beards. My people
I'm gonna choke, bro.
have been through enough. The beards.
But I guess also
Some of these desert beards.
another reason why the beard wasn't popular was at the time, it was all those wars, Iraq wars and all this shit.
You think that's what?
I think
that's why the beard lost popularity.
I think that's why, there was the Middle Eastern wars.
They thought about giving Santa a goatee during that time.
No, but I'm just saying during the Middle Eastern wars, people were like, maybe not grow out a beard. Like maybe
During the Middle Eastern
I'm
wars.
just saying subconsciously.
Find me the years that the Middle East was not in war. The Middle Eastern wars. During the history of Earth.
I think for like 6 months.
People didn't like beards. No, everybody
ago.
liked beards were a thing always. The 70s they became less of a thing in North American culture because of hippies. Because they would have those scraggly beards. So then you didn't want to be associated to hippies. You get it? Then beards made a bit of a comeback. They were a bit shorter in the 80s.
In the 80s?
Then they lost them again because people thought that a beard meant heavy metal. They thought there was the satanic panic. They thought anything that has to do with heavy metal,
satanic panic,
Magic the Gathering, Dungeons, all that shit. They thought They thought that it was satanic. So then you were associated with that when you had beards, right? So it keeps coming. And then I guess maybe in the early 2000s, people if they thought you were fanatically religious if you had a beard. Another crazy thing. People have always had
in the
beards.
2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. Yeah, after 9/11. People thought like, oh my God, maybe he's either like a Unabomber or he lives alone in his. And then the beard made a comeback again because to fight, I guess, the super feminization of men. Because then we had a small period. I don't know if you remember this, like 5 years ago, men became super feminine for a certain period of time.
When
super
was this?
clean shaven, dressing a little bit like women, like the style started to change. And now it's starting to pull back a bit, and you have like bearded guys, a lot more suits. It's changed. There was a few years, you don't remember that, where it was very, very bright colors and thinner fabrics, lighter.
But still now, like if you look at
but it's not as popular. Like now it's specific. Like let's say we have friends that dress that's still borderline effeminate. Fucking Robbie.
Yeah, but Robbie's.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's of the category that could pull it off.
Yeah.
But that's his style. If he dressed like me, he'd look fucking weird.
But it's also very Robbie.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But it became a thing though for a while. More and more people were doing same thing with the way they were doing their beards. They started doing very thin, remember the lines?
Oh, but that was such an ugly beard. You remember that fucking
I know, but I'm
chin
just saying
strap,
that's what trends they and we steal stuff from women.
Yeah.
And then they steal stuff from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and the styles change, they evolve.
Yeah.
This looks better on, like, let's say there was a period where you couldn't fathom to see girls in like baggy sweats or whatever, and then it kind of became cool. It became hot. Remember, at some point the right sweats. You play around with the styles.
Even women's suits have evolved a bit.
Women's like all that shit evolves slowly because someone makes progress, and then you see like, oh fuck, that would look good on me. That would, and you start shifting it up. You don't just take a dress and put it on a fucking dude. You just take certain stuff, like I don't know, the fucking stuff on the arms or shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what movie I was watching like a month or two ago? I was watching, I think, the first Rush Hour, and what's his name? The black actor.
From Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Chris Tucker?
Yeah, it's Chris Tucker. He's wearing a suit.
Yeah, just call me Nick is right. Beards, ladies, no need to steal that style.
Yeah.
Leave us the beards. I already look like a bearded lady. We don't need another one.
But Lebanese women do it naturally. They don't have to steal it.
You say that. But I grew up with a lot of Lebanese women. I don't remember any of them.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't remember any.
I know, but it's just the shit on Lebanese women.
Why? What did they do to you?
I'm an asshole.
What did they do to you?
They haven't done anything to me, bro. I just like shitting on everyone.
I saw someone write that Club Zeus was finger licking good. I told you it was going to be a good show. I told you. Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Yeah, so I was watching Rush Hour and I realized Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
He put on a suit and he's going on this meeting, right? I'm like, is this motherfucker wearing a woman's suit? And then they made fun of him in the movie that he's wearing a woman's suit. I'm like, fuck, but it looked good.
Yeah, it looked good. But also, they used to have baggier suits. Now they're tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they went tight. They went too tight for a bit. Now they've gone back kind of
You're right, a nice happy median.
like a comfortable fit.
We got host of the morning show, George Chadrizos, in the chat. George, who has fallen ill. And will not be into the morning show live for a while, but he'll be streaming, I guess, from Skype. George, how you feeling? You feeling healthy? He's probably feeling healthy.
You know which suits I like? And that I can't pull it off now as a fat guy, but if I lose weight, I'd definitely rock it. Those suits that kind of go above the waist line, those suit pants with those big suits, those long suits.
I don't know.
It was, I think, from the 70s or the 80s. It was like those baggy suits.
Baggy suits, I don't know. I don't like that shit. George says he's feeling great. Tell that to the positive test, George. Feeling great. George is out here spreading misinformation. He's trying to make it seem like the current strain of Rona is light. I don't believe him or the other anecdotal evidence I have around me or the vast studies conducted around the world. I don't believe any of it. I'm going to believe the dentist that signed the petition to stop this information from coming out. I will also believe the director of research at Grasshopper Farms. He too signed so we could get this information off the web. A couple of consultants that signed. I'm going to believe them as well. I'm not going to believe George who has it. Yeah, zoot suit. Nah.
Zoot suit. I could rock that shit. I think I could pull it off.
You could.
I could pull it off. A zoot suit.
You could look like, you remember Bernie Mac?
Bernie Mac?
You're going to look like Bernie Big Mac. That's going to be you.
Yo, I like Bernie Mac. I watched this clip where he was in Detroit.
Psycho Hazard says he only trusts me. Also, a terrible idea, Psycho Hazard, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like you. I'm gathering the information. I'm trying to make sense of everything.
Yes.
I don't fucking know any better.
We're not experts, but I mean, we'll listen to the experts.
Yeah. What do I know? You can't believe everything I say unless it's about the Clintons. We could talk about them a bit. So who do you think they're going to kill next?
I don't know. But I've been out of the rabbit hole for a while.
You don't want to go back in?
Bro, I can't. It weighs heavy on the soul, my friend.
Yeah, going into one of these rabbit holes weighs very heavy.
Very heavy.
Yeah. You get into every fucking conspiracy, then you're scared of everyone.
And then even if you take it, even if you read up a lot on this shit and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to believe anything. I'm just going to read it to read it. Subconsciously, it affects you. You know what I'm saying? Play it.
Joker says trusting Pantelis is like trusting roll of the dice, but with better odds. There are better odds with me because I will continuously evolve my research.
Yeah, there you go. We're always going to search out the truth. And you know,
I'm not. The reason why I guess you could trust me more than the mainstream media is because I won't actively lie. They will legitimately bullshit
and
you.
if you make a mistake, you're going to correct it.
Yeah. I'm not going to hide it in. Well, I have to correct it or else it wouldn't exist. If we didn't correct mistakes right now, we wouldn't be able to be here. Because in the beginning, it was the masks. You can't go outside. Remember, we were doing it from home because you couldn't come to the studio because we were scared?
But that's what's been happening, though.
Yeah. No, you got to evolve. Evolve with the times. By the way, 90% of CNN's viewership dropped last week when they went against Joe Rogan. When the numbers were released and all that, yeah, people were like, go fuck yourselves. Yeah.
Fuck CNN. I hate CNN.
It's
bro.
fucking funny.
I hate CNN.
It's
fucking bastards.
It's a comedian who's fucking
Good.
causing them to have nightmares.
Good. Fuck all of them, bro. They created this bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck all of them, bro. I hope they get buried in it. I hope CNN, including Fox News, fuck them
All
too,
of them,
bro.
bro. All of them.
All of
Fuck
them.
all
These mainstream fucking media outlets, they created this bullshit of hysteria
and hate.
And they fueled it. They created it and continue to fuel it. I hope they get buried in it.
Yes, that's what I hope. You created this climate of hate.
Yes. I hope they get buried. You know the saying, you reap what you sow?
Yeah. What do they say? The chickens are coming home to roost. Wait, that's what happened to Ethan Klein, too. That's what happened to him.
Who's
the
Ethan
H3 podcast?
Oh, yeah.
The host of that, he's lost his goddamn mind. I guess because he had lost numbers, he had lost viewership. So like a few weeks ago, he wanted to, because now Rogan's trending. So if you talk shit about Rogan, it'll give you good numbers online. Like people will
Yeah, but temporarily.
Yeah, but if you're a douchebag, if that's what you care
There you
about.
go.
So he went out, started talking shit. I'm gonna take health advice from this fucking guy, no, as if Rogan's not healthy. And he was mad that Rogan beat the Rona with treatments. He's like, why would you need treatments if you're healthy? It's like, well, that's the whole point of these treatments, right? That you take anyways. So he went against him, then everyone ridiculed him online. They're like, what do you mean? The guy's 50-something, and he looks fucking better than you, bro.
Yeah.
You're in your fucking 30s. What are you talking about? So he got ridiculed, and then he went silent for a couple of, like, maybe 5-6 days. He didn't tweet or do anything because people destroyed him. And then he's like, fuck, I need something. So now he came back out, and he's like, I deleted the 2 interviews I had, the videos with Jordan Peterson, because now I see that he's a danger to society. Jordan Peterson, bro, listen. So then he goes, one of the things I'm mad about is that he said, this is the best today on Twitter. I was like, oh, it's backfiring on him. He exaggerated Bill, remember that bill? What is it? Bill C-51, where the fuck it was in Canada. Trudeau was trying to push about compelled speech. If you don't use the right pronoun or whatever, you can go to jail. Okay, so he goes, it's not that dangerous. No one so far has ever gone to jail. And then people were just posting the articles of the guy in BC who had to serve jail time because he referred to his daughter as his daughter instead of whatever the fuck she wanted him to say. Because there's a whole thing about it because it's considered bullying.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, it was a little. But anyways. But it's just like, that's the whole thing about compelled speech. You have to agree, and then you're free. But if you don't, right? If you don't agree with something, that's the danger with compelled speech.
Yeah.
So then people, his own fans were like, I'm unsubscribing. And he keeps burying himself. It's fucking insane. Because he thought I'm going to get on the bandwagon of the far left. So he started using all the trigger words.
You know why I'm disappointed?
Yeah.
This guy, when I first started watching him a bit, this was years ago. He would actually rip on this shit.
Bro, he was dry. I saw a video of him dropping N-bombs and stuff.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah. He's like, you should say it, which I'm not telling you shouldn't be able to say it.
No.
But you can't then go to someone and be like, we need compelled speech. Bro, you're dropping N-bombs. You can't say that if we're going to... Like, it's crazy.
Like, my all-time favorite video of him back in the days was the one where he makes fun of the girl where there was this girl in Australia that was complaining about the air condition, calling air condition sexist. Have you heard about this?
So I think Phil might be very sick right now. He literally wrote, who, S-R-E-T, hey, talking about?
Who are they talking about?
Phil, get to the hospital. Get to the hospital, Phil, right now.
You want to write?
This is an aneurysm. You're having a seizure, Phil.
But yeah. So have you seen that video of him where he rips on a chick because she called air conditioned sexist?
No, I don't care because they're all. This is the problem with these fucking people. They're all. You know how easy it is. It's such a weak behavior. We could change this whole channel around if we wanted to, right? We could fucking lick the ass of the media. Be like, they're right, do this, and go and try to get on their shows to promote me for their fucking fans that think of what kind of life is that? What kind of existence? I'd rather have the 12,000 people that are subscribed here now that enjoy this shit than have fucking 20,000 idiots. Idiots like Pantelis. That shirt is a little offensive to, I don't know, fucking my pronoun or whatever the fuck they're gonna... No, I don't want that shit. I want logical fucking people that want to laugh.
Fun fact. Do you remember when the Amazon released... the t-shirts that wrote there are more than two genders, and then when you went to go select, you had male or female only.
There's a lot of victories online like that. It's just hilarious stuff. Like, come on.
Oh shit, good times.
It's pretty funny.
Sometimes the win, like the alley oop just happens to sell. You know,
people are getting more and more fed up. A lot of people that weren't saying anything before, they were just like, I don't want to get involved, are now getting involved. They're like, you know what, fuck this shit.
Beware of the people who just wanted to live their lives, be left alone, but now they have to get involved.
Yeah, they're going to be the sleeping giant.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Like, all right, dummies. Tag. 100%. I'm in.
Yeah. Wait, bro.
You pulled me into this. Yeah.
Because a lot of people have been trying to like, let me out of it, you know? But now you got to get fucking 18 doses, bro.
Forget it. I'm upset. Also, I was playing a game, bro, called Black Sad. It's one of those. Remember, like Telltale.
Black Sad.
You try to like solve a mystery.
Okay.
It's like you have decisions to make.
Yeah.
Do you believe this person? It's one of those games. It's based on a comic book. It's like a New York City in the 50s.
Oh.
But they're all animals. Like I'm a cat. There's a rhino.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like you would be in there, you'd be probably a rhino or a gorilla. Like
or a hippopotamus.
But there's a lot of race-related stuff too, but even though they're animals.
Okay.
Which is fucking hilarious. They have like white supremacists. Like I remember, because I was confused. He goes,
hold on, what animal are the white supremacists?
They could be anything, but they were cats. They were white cats. I'm a black cat.
Okay.
But I don't know if my guy's black or not, because I don't know how they decided, because I was talking to a gorilla, and I told, like, my character tells the gorilla, you ever have race problems here? They don't like you because you're black. And then the guy's like, yeah, some people. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's an animal. What are you talking about? Why is there race? But apparently it touches on that too. So they have like race. So I opened like a locker of like a fighter in a gym. He had a picture of him, a bunch of other cats, Nazis.
No.
I swear to God, with the armbands and everything, with the flag, it says
Jesus.
The white Cat Nation or whatever the fuck, bro. I was dying. I was like, Jesus, these fucking cats are crazy. So anyway, so I had
Trust
that.
these white cats.
It was a fun game, but something happened yesterday and I was very upset.
No.
I got pretty far along in, and then it crashed.
Oh.
And I think, because it auto-saves, I think the save file was corrupted. It will no longer load. I'm not going to start over again.
Oh, but you have PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah.
You can re-download the save file from the cloud. No, you tried that?
The save file is what's corrupted.
No, I understand. But here's the thing.
I know what you're going to say, but you're not thinking about what you're going to say. The save file that's on the cloud is the same one that's on the console. It's corrupted. So it uploaded the save file. That's fine. I didn't lose the save file. The save file's there. The save file's corrupted. Yeah, it's done. The dream is over. I already tried.
Fuck.
Yeah, I tried everything. All this to say, fuck off. If you're going to make a fucking game, make sure it's made properly and it won't crash on me.
Well, it's not that, bro. I've been having issues too. Like, so I my PlayStation was bugging like crazy with the hard drive I had plugged in.
Yeah.
I would try to turn it off. It wouldn't turn off. It would stay on the blue screen for like 30 minutes. It won't turn off. Crazy weird shit. Couldn't download games on it anymore. So I had to wipe everything completely. Restarted fresh as if I had just gone. I was so pissed off, bro.
Yeah.
And then I had to relog into everything. And I told you I'm going to say it again though for the show.
Yeah, you almost scammed yourself.
I almost got scammed.
He called an Indian call center to scam himself.
Hold on. So I was logging into Amazon Prime Video, and you know when it gives you the code on the PlayStation, and they send you a message, or like no, you have to go to the website and you enter the code on your screen.
Okay.
And then the screen refreshes, and now you're in your account.
I believe you.
So I did that, but I got lazy because I'm a lazy fuck.
Sounds like you.
Instead of typing in accountauthentication.com/whatever they asked you to, I just typed in account authentication, Amazon, whatever, bing, bang, boom, and I let it autofill, right? Now I let it autofill, and the website it brought me to was a scamming website.
So they got all your credentials?
No, I just, not even. I typed in the code.
Hold on, I have a question. Where you autofilled, was that on Amazon or did you autofill on a scam site?
A scam site.
Change your password.
No, the autofill came up, and then a scam site. I clicked on the scam site. I just put in the code on the TV.
Oh, you're not talking about autofill your password. You're talking about auto. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when I did the search,
you're talking about predictive text.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
So I went on the scam site, and then I entered the code on the TV.
Because sometimes if you just go on your Google search bar and let's say you Google Amazon, the first thing might not be Amazon.com. It might be an ad for Amazon related product. If you click on it, sometimes the ad is not really Amazon. It's like Amazon.com, and then you look /Gunter's Palace. And
Yeah. But I never save any of my passwords, by the way, for this reason, just in case. So finally I put in the code on the TV, but it gives me a phone call. It gives me a phone number to call. So like, oh, something's not working right. Call. So I call, but I was like lying down. I was like, oh, well, now I gotta call fucking Amazon, right? So I call, and this Indian man answers, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, yeah, bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? I put in the fucking code. Why isn't it fucking working? He goes, yeah, well.
How would he know what you're talking about? You've given him zero information on your account. You said, bro, I put in the fucking code and it's not working.
I'm paraphrasing, but I go for Amazon, and I gave the whole explanation. Okay, give me your email. And the way he was asking, I was like, I don't know what clicked in my head, but I was like, this is a scam. Right away, alarms went off. I felt it inside me. I was like,
you felt it inside me. Anytime you have to talk to someone who's supposed to be in North America, and he has a fake name.
No, but Amazon.
This is Howard Johnson, yeah?
No.
You're not Howard Johnson, bro.
He didn't tell me his name. But Amazon, it happens a lot where, they have a lot of phone agents, that are different nationalities. So at first,
but they always give, here's a different, Telus did the same thing, but they had real names.
That's true.
Like I remember calling Telus and it was in the Philippines, but they used the real names.
Yeah.
So I never questioned it. If I call someone in India and the guy goes, I'm Jamal, whatever, with his Indian accent, I'm like, yeah, you're not Jamal, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fake. You found an American name.
Yeah. If it goes, I'm Gurpreet Patel,
then I know it's real.
I'll be like, okay, it's legit.
Yeah.
But he didn't give me a name.
In Greece, just imagine the same thing. You call a Greek call center.
Yeah.
The guy's like, yes, hello, this is Leonidas Papakostandinos. Like if the guy goes, yes, hello, this is Steven Martin. Cops is my like, yes.
So I go, oh, never mind. I hang up. And then I typed in the correct the correct website that it gave me on the screen. And then finally I logged in and refreshed. So I'm in my Amazon account. This guy calls me back. calls me back, and I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, yeah, you called me for this, and this. I go, yeah, I figured it out. He goes, what do you mean you figured it out? I go, I figured it out. What did you figure out? That you're a scam, bro. And he hung up on me, bro.
I figured out just scam. You thought you had me when I called you and left myself open to getting scammed. But then I woke up. Yeah. I realized it's too good to be true.
Yeah, I don't know how my instinct caught it like that. Like, it was just like a...
It was pretty fucking... It's pretty obvious.
Because yeah, it was pretty obvious. Like, you'd have to be a lemon to get scammed.
Yeah, the best is when they send you emails that the government is trying to refund you, give you like $1,500. They're trying... First of all, you know where to find me when you want money. You know where to find me if you want to give me money. Shut the fuck up. That's what the government's trying to do, to give everyone, get the fuck out of here.
The best is those phone calls that you get that you committed a crime and shit.
You know what I got the other day? Two times in a row. A girl who said, it's like a machine, and they think that you don't realize it's a machine. Hey, and you're like, yes, yeah. So I'm just calling. I'm for your will or whatever the fuck, and then I just stayed silent. I was like, good. So no. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I don't have a will, and you're a robot.
No.
You know? So it's funny when they do it. But people, I guess, fall for it and they put their information. But I think you have to fall like an old, senile person who thinks they might remember something.
Yeah. You know what I started doing? So what I started doing when I would get those phone calls, as I would press on 0 to talk to the agent, and then I'd moan, I'd go, I'd mess with them.
That's not a good mess.
The thing is, like the phone calls, they ramped up. I started getting more phone calls.
Yeah, because they don't want to see that you're receptive to it.
Yeah,
because I think all they know is kind of like YouTube. If there's engagement,
no.
So they're like these people that we're calling. These ones are not ever picking up. There's no point of calling. The number's off or whatever. These people that engage, they talk for an hour. There's engagement. You might, because they don't know what the engagement is, right? So they fish.
I understand.
That's all they're doing. So they think, okay, I'm calling this number. He's engaging with us. It could be an old lady, an old man.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can fish him. So don't engage. Man, hang up.
I understand. But then, you know what I started doing? I started actually talking to the agent and give out false numbers.
I know, but that's engagement. So you're going to keep getting more calls.
But I stopped getting phone calls because, bro, I would waste their time 15 minutes. And they get so busy. They go, fuck you, you whore. Like,
I don't have that time. I just hang up right away.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of time.
Sometimes I don't even talk. I'll answer the phone. I'll wait. And then, yes, hello, hang up.
That's funny.
Like, I can tell. I don't even want to say hello. I'm going to start answering like a white guy. Yellow! At one point...
Just call me Nick. Goes, Poseidon, look for scammer payback on YouTube or pierogi on Twitch.
Okay, let's see. Poseidon looks for scammers pay. Oh yeah, look for scammer payback.
Yeah, I've seen those
on
videos.
YouTube. I've seen that guy who calls the Indian call centers and pretends he's a grandma, and they want the PayPal. The Google gift cards.
Yes.
And they lose.
Oh my god!
Fuck you, bitch! Who told you to use the code? Who told you to use the code?
Why are you press? Why yelling, bro?
Do you remember that guy? Remember the old viral video guys? This was one of in the late 2007 or something. The viral video of the game show in India, where the woman goes like, you could go and fuck off right now, and then he goes, you can, and then she slapped him in the face.
How can she slap?
Yeah, and then he's like, what the fuck did this bitch do? And then he smacks her in the face, and then they grab him like, you can't slap her in the face, you're not. And he's like, how can she slap?
How can she slap?
So I saw that again now.
Yeah,
because when that first came out, it was hilarious, but people were like, yeah, you can't do that, like it's misogyny, whatever the fuck. But now I'm like, technically he was 100% correct.
And she wasn't allowed to, like...
She wasn't allowed to slap him.
It wasn't part of the game show. It wasn't like acting or whatever.
He literally retaliated the way equal rights tell you to retaliate.
100%.
The exact same way he was struck, he struck her.
Yep.
He didn't grab her by the hair. He didn't...
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's what you should do.
100%.
If I get slapped by a chick, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But
we're also not 5'2".
We're also not 5'2". Yeah, the man was a lady. So I saw that and I was like, you know what? This is fucking crazy. If there's any... You can't be a feminist and be mad at the guy.
And then
he literally was the first ever Indian feminist. This guy was full equal rights all the way.
It was very progressive.
He was very progressive for his time. And you all ridiculed him and made him look like a villain. In reality, all he wanted was for trans girls to be able to run with other girls. That's it. That's all he wanted. But you guys, what did you do to him?
They gang raped him.
You gang raped him.
Did you see that after?
Yeah, they all attacked him.
Because usually it cuts after that.
Yeah.
You know? How can she slap? And then it cuts.
You cannot do this.
But then when you see the video continue, bro, like 80 guys went and jumped him,
the
bro.
most progressive Indian of all time, and you guys crucified him. Why?
It was probably in the wrong cast.
Yeah, maybe.
If it was of a superior cast, I think they would have accepted it.
So crazy. But if you watch it now, you're like, he technically, it's stupid, but he did retaliate though. Like, I don't understand. Do we have? That's what he would have done to a guy.
Yeah.
Do you want equal rights or not? If you want to get paid the same, you got to be prepared to get slapped. I don't know why it came back up in my feed because it's such an old video. I guess old memes.
Yeah, they recycle.
Yeah, people are finding them out now.
Could you imagine that? Like in a job interview of a woman goes to a job interview, and like
she gets slapped in the face.
And no, and like one of the questions is like, are you willing to get smacked in the face or like something like that? Or
no,
like,
that's stupid.
No,
that won't work for anyone.
That was a thought. That was a train that went off a cliff.
Yeah. Future comedian. This guy.
I'm not a comedian though.
I'm just saying.
I was just thinking.
That's the one thing you didn't do. That's
no, I thought temporarily, but then it went off a cliff. You know.
I tried to think, and then I realized this brain doesn't do that. I don't have the.
You don't have the capacity.
I don't have the capacity for that kind of stuff. You know how some people fire all cylinders? I don't got no cylinders. Cylinders not existing.
Busted guy.
It's interesting to see the old memes come. You know what video I thought should have been? It was big at the time, but not as big because the internet. It wasn't what it is now, where everyone is on it in the mid 2000s, like it is now. Do you remember? And I showed this video back in the day. This was in 2010 around then. I showed this video to everyone. It was the sexual harassment video in the workplace. Do you remember that?
Nah.
It was a parody to show people what sexual harassment around the office is and how to avoid doing it. Do not sexually harass people. It's one of the funniest videos ever.
I think you may have shown it to me.
But it never, people don't talk about it anymore. And I think that's a video that needs more playtime. Do you want me to play it?
Yeah,
why the fuck not? Shit? Look, I don't know, I'm saying it now, but I don't know if we're going to be able to find it. I don't mind though. Let's check. I'll look for it right now if we have it. Because it was such a funny fucking video. I was like, you know what? If you're going to sexually harass someone, that's how you should do it. Sexual harassment at work.
I think I've seen this.
Dude, I showed this to everyone.
I think I've seen it. But we'll watch it again.
7 years ago. Look, 47,000 views. Are you kidding me? This thing should be
maybe
millions.
it's reposted though.
7 years ago. This thing should be in the millions.
Maybe it was reposted.
We're going to play it right now for everyone because they all deserve this. Desktop. There we go. Boom. Let's play it.
You hear about sexual harassment on TV, and it makes the headlines in newspapers. As an employee, what do you need to know about it? First, sexual harassment is against the law.
What?
And it's against your company's policy.
You don't know my company.
So what is sexual harassment?
What is it, Poseidon?
Linda, you are doing a fine job here.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve.
But you know, you might try dressing a little sexier at work.
I think I've seen
I
this.
mean, we're talking about your job here.
Yeah, dummy. So stupid. Look at that face.
There may be physical harassment.
Wow. You really tense today, Nancy.
Ow, Bill.
Sorry. You look really tense.
You know, I really don't like it when you do that. Can you please stop?
Please.
I'll never stop, Nancy. Never.
Never. The extra never is the best.
Christ.
In some instances, the harassment may be verbal.
Word around the office is you've got a fat cock.
Yes, I do.
I've got a fat cock, too. Maybe we should rub our fat cocks together sometime. Maybe a little oil. 2 fat cocks. Together. Oil.
The way they look away from
It might be visual harassment,
Visual
such
harassment.
as derogatory posters, cartoons, or drawings.
Sexual harassment is not always about sex. It may be the result of a power struggle between a manager and a subordinate.
I could go for a power fuck right now.
I can go for a power fuck right now.
Change is slow, and what was acceptable in common behavior years ago can now be sexual harassment.
Smells like vagina in here.
Excuse me?
Smells like fresh vagina in here.
Are you talking about my vagina?
Maybe.
Everyone wants to be treated fairly and with respect. Treat your coworkers with the courtesy and respect that you want for yourself.
Whenever I used to start a new job and stuff, I used to always show my team and be like, look, there will not be any goddamn sexual harassment. I used to always do it.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be like, there will not be any sexual harassment around here.
This is from
and if you guys aren't sure what sexual harassment is, let me show you. It's the funniest thing.
This is from the E-Bombs World days.
Yeah. Do you remember E-Bombs World?
How amazing was E-Bombs World, bro?
It was the first site of its kind that I was ever exposed to.
Yeah.
And it was Dano who exposed me to it.
Really?
Yeah, we were in his basement, he had a computer, and he's like, check out this site. And that's the funniest things. That's also the first place where I saw, remember the scare games online where you'd have to go through the maze, and if you hit the sides, like the Exorcist face would pop up?
They had the scare games, but they also had those really violent videos. I think also. They had like those injuries.
Like people, the behead. Oh, the Pain Olympics and all that stuff. Yeah,
not just the Pain Olympics, but people falling off of, like, there was one video I think I'd seen on E-Bombs World. There was a dude who wanted to dive into the water and jumped off a cliff. It was like a touristic spot. And the guy, he hesitated and he didn't jump far enough. And at the bottom of the cliff, there was like, you know those wooden things that you walk on in the water?
Oh, yeah.
You know, but it was tied to the cliff. But he hesitated. So he didn't jump far enough, and he landed face first on the edge. And then it showed a video of him being operated, and his face was split in half, bro.
Yeah, that's...
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, the shit like that I would avoid. I don't know if it was them, but there used to be like beheadings online, like very easy. In those days, the internet was still... It's still the Wild West, but not like it used. It was the Wild West. Because there was no... like... machines, AI, like what YouTube does now, that it just analyzes your video without someone looking at it and says this is not proper content. It didn't exist. You have to all be manual. So they'd get away with all kinds of crazy shit online.
But as a teenager, at some point, I was fascinated by death, and I was obsessed with videos like that.
Well, Viron was the first person to show me beheading.
Yeah, I had seen all kinds of...
And everyone was desensitized, especially nobody cared, like watching it, and I was about to puke. I felt, bro, the guy's, it's like a sheep, bro. He's...
I remember that. I remember the video of the Mexican kid that stole in Mexico.
That they shot him up where they exploded him?
Yeah. But then I remember...
I preferred bum fights. And bum fights was actually pretty fucking evil. Do you remember bum fights?
No, I've never watched any bum fights.
So there was a guy who would go around and he would pay bums, like in sandwiches.
That's amazing.
To fight each other. But he would also start shit. He'd be like, look, I'll pay you a sandwich if you fight a bum. He's like, I don't want... Well, you should fight that guy because he's been talking a lot of shit. What guy? He's like, that guy in the other corner? Fuck, told everyone you're a fucking fag.
No.
Yeah, he would trick them into fight. So it was, when you're young, you're like, they're fighting. But when you think about it now, you're like, that is disgusting behavior.
Yeah. Do you remember the fake prank videos?
Fake prank?
Or fake pranks, or the pranks where they would step on people's shoes? And then
a lot of those were fake. Like completely fake.
Really?
A to Z, yeah. Like the dropping the N-word in the hood, those were all fake.
I had an obsession a few years back for about 3-second videos that made no sense. No sense.
Like Vine.
Like Vine, but even shorter.
Mark Chabot says that the guy who created bum fights went on Dr. Phil dressed like Dr. Phil.
That's amazing. I've seen that meme.
Oh, really?
Bro, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Because Dr. Phil was so shook, he didn't know what to say. He was just in shock. He was like...
He had like a bald cap.
No. Yeah. No. He shaved the top of his head. He was like dressed like Dr. Phil.
Bro,
not only did he do his hair and mustache like Dr. Phil, but he dressed like Dr. Phil, bro. This guy was committed to the bit. But
I respect that.
I had an obsession with short videos. There's like the short video of the Turkish man yelling meow at an egg. Have you seen that?
Yeah, okay.
There's the short video of the Asian man that walks past the camera and goes...
Okay.
There's a short video of the goldfish.
What are these things?
The Hitler goldfish.
The Hitler goldfish.
The Hitler goldfish, where like it comes in it pans to a goldfish that has the Hitler mustache, and then it's going, like a fish does. Okay. But then there's the voiceover of 999, and it zooms into the fish. Like I had an obsession with really short videos that made no sense.
What do you mean obsession?
Like I'd search them out. I'd watch them. Like. religiously. I'd watch videos that had zero context. There was no context. I was obsessed with videos like that for a short time. Or like sometimes it was like weird videos. They just they had no context. I don't know how to explain it, bro.
Bro, that is fucking hilarious. I'm looking at the bum fights guy.
Yeah, the Dr. Phil thing.
Yeah. There's a thread about it on Reddit, I guess. Oh, bro, that's fucking hilarious. What a fucking dummy. I respect that. That's fucking hilarious, bro. I can appreciate the...
Yeah, like Jorge Rosales gets me, like the screaming goats.
What screaming goats?
Okay, so Google Turkish man yelling at an egg. Just
I don't want to Google that. I like...
Why not? It's
wait,
funny.
did Dr. Phil didn't slap him?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so the guy actually went and did the show. I would love to play the video, but they're going to take us down.
Yeah.
What does it say here?
Play the Turkish man.
Never forget. Okay, there's a meme here. I'll put it for everyone to see. Never forget the time Dr. Phil invited the creator of Bum Fights onto his show in order to shame him, and the mad lad came out dressed as Dr. Phil, and he had him shook.
Yeah, yeah, look at this, bro. Look.
Poor guy, bro. Dr. Phil, he's just trying his best to be a fake doctor. I bet you Dr. Phil signed that petition against Rogan.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
He did, though.
He did?
No.
Okay.
But it's people like him. It's fake doctors that sign most of them. There's probably for sure some real ones. Like I saw, like I said, a guy from the ER. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Have you seen what's his name? Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Have you seen the way the man dresses, bro?
He's slick. I like him.
I like him too. I like the way he dresses. The drip is strong with this one. That's it. I like the way. Remember when he was being made fun of though for dressing as the Riddler?
Well, he wasn't dressed as the Riddler.
Well, he wasn't dressed as the Riddler, but like he was all in green and he kind of looked like a black Riddler. It was funny.
Look, man, he looked like the Blitterer. Okay, we know this. But more power to him.
100%. I like the way he dresses, and then I find it very snazzy, like very sharp. I like it.
Yeah, what the fuck? You know what I really
like? I would dress like that too.
Another thing that you stumbled upon this week. People don't fucking mind their business.
100%.
The fuck do you care?
But I've been saying this.
Yeah.
I've been saying. I remember even at jobs, nobody minds their business anymore.
Yeah.
I've been telling people this.
Mind your business. What do you care what the other person's doing?
100%.
They're not hurting you. Mind your fucking business.
Exactly. There's like a pandemic of people not minding their own business. They gotta stick their nose. They gotta stick their nose somewhere because they feel like their life is boring. So they gotta seek excitement through somebody else's life. You understand?
But there's a lot of it's not seeking excitement. There's a lot of people that are upset with the decisions they took, and they get mad at people who took a risk and took a decision that they wish they took. A lot of that happened to Rogan.
That too,
a lot of that happened to Rogan. People got mad at him for being successful, but it happens all the time. It happened to a lot of actors, actresses. They start blowing up, and then people around them start talking shit and trying to take them down. And just focus on you. Focus on fucking you.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's a subtlety.
Doesn't exist anymore.
The subtle art of minding your fucking business.
Yeah.
Where did that go?
Out the fucking window.
I used to love that shit.
Out the window and
Olga's here.
Into
Hold on.
else's.
Olga just showed up. And right away, you know what she's going to talk about. Australia deported Djokovic because he's Serbian and they don't like the Serbs. Racism. And I'm going to say, you are correct, Olga. We need to fight this. We will not stand for that prison island to commit these atrocities to a man of Djokovic's status. Djokovic, very high-level tennis player, healthy individual, athlete. He's been deemed a public health risk to the rest of Australia. While the Premier translates English to English, the biggest threat to Australia, not English apparently, is Djokovic. That is absurd. It is kind of funny.
You know what? I really hope one of those tsunamis hits them so they get their priorities a little more straight.
No. What do you mean? People are gonna. You want people to die, so they get their. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that was hateful. That was
so stupid too. It doesn't make any sense.
That was fucked up.
That was so. You think so you think when they vote on deportation, when they decide that, you think it's every citizen that takes a vote and they decide?
No. What I mean is like, Sometimes you need like a real crisis.
No, they have a real crisis. But they don't care.
What do you mean?
This is a real crisis right now, right? People are getting locked in their house. There's like they have a real fucking crisis. They don't care,
but
bro.
they're acting as if the real crisis is the COVID and everything. You get what I mean? I think I tried to say it the wrong way. I say it very a la Trump. I'm coining that.
I don't think you coined it, but go on.
I said it very a la Trump, but like I feel like they're creating all these problems because of a problem that isn't that much of a big threat. And sometimes you need like a real problem to show up to be like, that other problem that I thought was a real problem.
But you're going on a tangent on complete nonsense. You lost your argument when you said that, they're going to learn this lesson, because it's not they. The people, it's like right now somebody coming in and being like, Canadians are going to learn their lesson with compelled speech. No Canadian voted for us to have compelled speech. Trudeau decided to pass that shit.
I understand 100%. But that's why I was just explaining. Yeah. I was explaining the train of thought of where that came from.
Okay, so you know what Legault said about taxing the unvaxxed?
Yeah.
It would be the equivalent of people saying, I hope Canadians, they suffer something so they can learn their lesson. Canadians, Quebecers, no one decided that. That's one fucking guy that did that.
Exactly.
It's not your fault.
No, 100%. That's why it came out wrong.
Yeah. I'm just saying, that's...
But that's where my brain was at the problem thing. So I just explained where that came from. You understand?
It's wrong.
But 100%.
We here at Pantelis Comedy condemn the hateful message that Poseidon, one of our hosts, spewed earlier about wishing that a tsunami would hit Australia.
You know what? I take it back. I hope everyone dies.
We don't condone any of that behavior. We condemn it. We don't want a tsunami to hit Australia. We can do without Sweden. But Australia, we need them in the game. For it will be our future prison island.
Okay, the way I meant it was...
Shut up.
It's like when I was complaining about dumb shit, and then I went to Cuba and I was like, oh wow, I was complaining about dumb shit. These people don't have water to drink.
Yeah. Marie Renee is with you though. She says Barney the dinosaur is right. You should kill all of them.
Because I'm wearing purple.
Again, I'm not taking responsibility for the hateful things being said by the host or one of the fans. I'm not taking responsibility for this. I personally don't even think Australia exists, so I don't have a position in this. Sweden, where you will be chipped.
Yo, that's fucked up. Sweden, what they're doing, the legit chip. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah, I'm the one who showed you on the Intellectuals.
Well, yeah, you showed it to me. Sorry.
Yeah, watch it on the Intellectuals. Last episode of the Intellectuals, we showed the video of that. That's pretty crazy.
We did talk about it on the Intellectuals. Yeah. Fuck. I keep forgetting. We do this so much. I forget sometimes what we spoke about. Like, what we already spoke about. Because, like, I don't want to talk about it again because people already saw it, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Poseidon Thomas is right. He goes, you know how many Greeks there are in Australia? Poseidon just declared a self-genocide.
Apologize to Jess.
You're dumber than Hitler.
Jess Surreal.
$2 dropped in the super chat from Jorge Rosales.
First of all, I will never ever do anything for money dropped in the fucking super chat.
You should, because that's what they do. They're paying your salary here. They're paying your salary.
I refuse. That's too much control over me, and I don't appreciate that shit.
Well, look. So forget it. I'm saying apologize to Jess Sorrell. She's a sweet little lady. Okay. It's very, very vulgar what you said.
Because Pantelis said it, not because Jorge Rosales dropped $2 in the super chat. Jess Sorrell, I apologize.
I only made him say it because he dropped $2. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Shit.
Olga says there are many Greeks and many Serbians in Australia. Look, man, what is this fucking population exchange time?
Look.
Stop it. We don't give a shit. First of all, there's no evidence that Australia exists. There's no proof it exists.
Yeah, but there's no proof that anything ever exists.
There's proof this exists. I'm here right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is to people who haven't seen it or touched. Okay, hold on. Question for you.
I'm holding.
Question. I have a question for you.
I'm ready to answer.
Do you believe that your brain exists?
Do I believe that my brain exists?
Yes.
What do you mean? What do you mean by brain?
Do you believe that it's there?
My brain? Yeah. It's the only way. It's what I've been using to rationalize most of your idiocy.
But how do you know? You haven't seen it.
I'm rationalizing.
There's no proof of it.
There's no proof. You mean of how it looks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It could look however. It could look like a heart. It could look like a circle. I don't care how it looks. The point is, it's clearly there because I'm using it.
Yeah, but there's no proof. There's no legit proof.
There is. I'm using it right now. That's how we're speaking.
No, but how do you know that's
you got mixed up because you wanted it. You thought you had me as if I'm some kind of an Indian man in the street with a microphone. You thought there's no way he's gonna out-chess me. You got checkmated before you started speaking.
You know
dickhead.
what I pulled on you? You know what I pulled the whole. If a tree falls in the forest, doesn't make a sound. I pulled that.
But that
on
only
you.
works on imbeciles.
I know, but I just wanted to try and.
Doesn't work on me, bro. The kingpin. It's not 100% on Poseidon's brain. No, it's definitely
every
not.
time I had a coworker or somebody like at the workplace that would speak to me, and that I wanted to stop speaking to me, I would throw
sexually harass them.
No. I would throw one of these questions out, and then they'd get annoyed at me or whatever that I threw
That never happened. That's not, I don't know why you even bring that up. That's a blatant lie.
What do you mean?
I was at work and some guy told me if I did supplies, so I asked him an existential question about his life. Get out of here, Poseidon, with that bullshit.
No, not like coworkers, but like people like I just.
You said coworkers. You literally said coworkers, and then you just said not like coworkers.
Or like people who were like coworker adjacent, or like were like at the mall.
At the mall, he would just go up to say,
call
like, the doctor. Thomas, you're right. This fucking guy needs a goddamn doctor. He needs Dr. Phil, is what he needs.
2 piastres, pas mal la grosseur des mamelons de Barney, je pense. What does Barney's nipples have to do with anything?
I'm disgusted.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, Marie
I
Renee,
am
are you
disgusted, Marie Renee, by the comparison you would make to Barney's nipples. He clearly looks more like Barney's asshole. You get your fucking comparisons straight around here. It's dark, Poseidon. However, the days are getting longer. Have you noticed?
Of course, yeah.
I've noticed. The days are getting longer.
Of course, the sun sets now at 5:12 p.m. instead of 4:30.
Yeah, there was a time where it was 4:20 and I wanted to kill someone.
Yeah. That's so depressing, bro. When the fucking sun sets, or but like
you know, the sun sets, bro. So depressing, bro.
No, but like
you know when the sun sets,
but like at really early times, bro. Like I really early like remember when we went up north with Mike?
Yeah.
And
there was no sun,
bro. The sun was setting at like 2.
Yeah, there was no sun. Though we did get to enjoy some fucking epic racism.
yeah.
We got to witness some uncontrollable N-bombs. So we witnessed some funny stuff. But definitely no sun. No sun in sight.
I don't think because in Montreal, you don't really witness blatant racism like that unless it comes from like cops and shit, because I've seen videos.
Because I've seen videos, so you haven't witnessed it.
Well, no, you witness it through the videos.
That's not the same. That's not, you're not witnessing it.
But
that's not what a witness is.
But
when they call a witness to the stand, it's not a guy who saw the YouTube video.
No, but hold on, they're a witness to this right now, right? This happening. The live chat is a witness to this happening right now. No. What are they?
They're not here, bro. They don't have. They're witnessing too because they have context on the.
But
content.
if something happens, if I break this table,
yeah,
right, and you sue me for breaking the table,
I have videos, and we could assume because we can't see the table that the table was broken because of you.
Okay, let's say something happened on cam. Let's say I crush this water bottle, and you sue me for crushing this water bottle on cam, right? Well,
because you said you're gonna do it, but you need context too, right? So if I asked you to crush the water bottle on camera, and all I show is you crushing the water bottle, and go look at this. But that's what I'm saying. That's why you need context, because then you could just say he asked me.
No, I understand, but they're also witnesses to it, right? So you can. I'm just being an asshole with you right now.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm doing.
You forget something, sir. You're too dumb. you're out-dumbing yourself.
But I'm not out-dumbing anything, or trying to out-dumb, or I'm just.
No, you're trying to outsmart.
No, I'm not even trying to outsmart.
Anyways, what do you want to say?
What was I saying?
There you go. There's the problem.
I completely forgot what I was saying.
That's the problem I have with having conversations with you. You don't know where you're going. So we trust you. We let you take us on this ride, and the ride goes nowhere.
But I was going to legit talk about something.
You're going to talk about something stupid that you don't know what you're talking about.
Something about the witnessing.
You're going to talk about racism. And
yes. I've never witnessed, like in person, racism like that.
I've had.
You have in the past?
I've committed it.
Like the first time I was shocked, bro. It was at the gas pumps.
Yeah.
Remember when it was pumping gas?
Oh, that was the first one. Yeah.
That was the
when
first
she
time.
came out to make sure she's not stealing the gas pump.
Bro, I was like, what?
It's this black guy stealing the gas pump. Like, what the fuck?
She came out with her fucking board, bro.
Yeah.
Her fucking, what
She
do you
was
call
serious
those
about
things?
it.
She came out.
I know how many gas pumps we have.
She came out like this, bro.
But the best was after when she referred to him as the N-word.
No, that was another time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, I thought you were the other N-word.
Yeah.
He's like, what? That makes sense. Yeah, point is, Preach is a very good sport.
Yeah.
Preach is a fucking good sport, bro, because he's more patient than I'd be. Then again, he said something smart. He's like, what do I have to gain? What am I going to scrap an old lady?
There you go.
This is right. Stop at a gas station. Yeah, that was yeah, seriously, when we went up, we fucking witnessed quite some fucking shit. What's le fesse à papa? What is that? Ass of baba. What is that?
I've hiccups.
What?
I've hiccups.
Okay, that's nice, but what does that mean? Just ass. They called you an ass dad.
Le fesse à papa.
Yeah, that's what they wrote in the chat. Is that calling you ass dad? Or you ass dad?
I don't know. I don't know what that.
I want to know what that fucking means.
That you're an asshole father?
Oh, okay, I'll allow it. NFTs, Poseidon. We didn't talk about NFTs yet today.
Yo, so NFTs.
Are you buying more NFTs?
No, I haven't bought any NFTs.
That's a very bad investment. You need to buy NFTs.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about NFTs. Like we said, you don't know which one is going to blow up.
The Arab, what?
You were going to say that. But
the Saudi NFTs.
I think the best thing that you can do is mint an NFT. So I think if we took, I'll give you an example. What would be cool, maybe for later on, who knows? You know how there's the kind of running gag of different different Poseidon names, like asshole Sidon, this Sidon,
Gay
whatever Sidon,
yeah.
Gay Sidon, Big Sidon, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we always transform your name. There's produce Sidons.
Yeah, and you take that and you turn it into an NFT. So you have like, I don't know, like Gay Sidon, right? You have like
the Gay Sidon NFT.
Yeah, or like drawn like the Bored Ape. You have an AI create Gay Sidon.
An AI can create Gay Sidon.
Of course, but most of these images are AI created. The Bored Ape.
I want to make a.
There's obviously artists. There's some people that like it's artists that do it, but a lot of it, some of it is like it's a machine that makes it. It's not a person.
So these monkeys with hats on.
Yeah,
that's a machine that made it.
I think so. Or like
So does these machines think that we're all still monkeys? Are the machines insulting us? Are the machines saying that we are not evolved? Is that what they're saying?
Gapes can create that. He said. But like, so let's say we take different versions of that, like the Bored Ape, right?
Yeah.
And then that goes as an NFT. But then, like, I don't know, there's 15 of that Sidon.
I don't like how much shit the computers are talking about us, but go on.
But, and then you mint those, and then maybe at first they won't sell for much. But since you minted those NFTs, you're constantly going to make a profit every time it resells.
I didn't know that. That's definitely multi-level marketing type
So that's
of shit.
another argument.
That's some pyramid scheme shit.
But hold on. But that's amazing. But you're an artist. So let's say you mint the NFT.
Thank you for that.
You're an artist of whatever NFT you create, right?
I'm an artist.
So let's say this episode, you mint the NFT of this episode, and you have one code, the proof of transaction, one episode, just this one, right? Okay. And you sell it, right? You might sell it for $10, nothing, peanuts, right? But then the next person sells it for $100. Well, you get a cut of that, and then the next person sells it for $1,000. You get a cut of that. You feel me, dog?
I like we're saying, but Olga noticed that you can see the chat now. Yes, because what I did is I took the monies that you guys put in the super chat, and I got a TV screen to put in the studio.
Poor Sidon, absurd Sidon.
Yeah, and it's all you in different getups.
Yeah. Like, how cool would that be?
Gay Sidon is just a photo.
I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting for it, you bastard.
Yeah. That's what I did. I told you. This is quite the utopia. We take all the funds you guys send us and we just upgrade this place.
Yeah.
This is like the Batcave.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we have a nice little screen now. But yeah, how cool would that be if we...
So that's another thing we're going to do here. Now we're thinking, since we have this, if there's like a big event, let's say a boxing match, we can stream the event on YouTube because it'll take us down, but you can watch with us because we'll be watching it and talking about it while you guys watch it at home. Fucking genius.
Can we masturbate at the same time?
Poseidon, go home. This isn't for you. Park Sidon.
Park Sidon.
Yeah, we could do different Sidons.
Smart Sidon.
Like, I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not down with that. What is this, CNN?
Dumb Sidon.
All right, yeah, of course. I'm all about...
I mean, that's the shit on me.
I'm all about the truth.
Oh, shit.
Smell Sidon. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Smell Sidon.
It's known as watch-alongs, and it's been around forever. So, TA, what's with the attitude?
Poseidon.
Who said it's not called watch along? Did we say that? What I'm going to describe is not called a watch along. Did I ever say that?
Name, watch-alongs.
Yeah, you can watch along with us.
It sounds like a meal.
Why are you so aggressive, TA? What's going on there? What's up? What's the matter? Who hurt you?
It sounds like a kind of candy.
What?
Watch-along.
Watch along.
Watch-alongs.
I like that.
You want some watch-alongs?
Yeah, we could do watch alongs now.
Yeah.
Here from this studio. And also, all the movie nights will be done from here. What do you think? We could do the movie nights from here now. It's better. Stop reading the chat. That's why I said the chat's bad for you to have.
I'm sorry.
You can't think normally. Imagine if there's letters just fucking floating around.
I was enjoying the different sidings.
Okay.
Okay. So what were we saying?
The movie nights should be done from this studio now, not from the other one.
Do you think we can do them from here?
Why not?
Through there, we set it up through there, behind the thing, and then we just come and sit? I think so. I think we could do it.
Yeah, the computer, just like we do in that one.
Yeah, 100% then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We just need the extra cable.
Yeah. What extra cable?
The extra cable for the sound.
Yeah, we already have that.
Because we're going to run it through there,
it's getting
right?
mailed in. Yeah, that's not an issue.
Then we got this, bro. From here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
In-house, motherfucker.
It's done.
It's finito.
Cafe Neo Poseidon, they're saying.
Scarpine Poseidon.
What's the new name?
Suit Poseidon.
Aren't they changing the name of that place now since new
What
owners? Neo, which used to be Next Doors.
Yeah, they changed the name. I don't know.
It should just be Next Doors. Everybody refers to it as Next Doors.
Yeah, but who knows?
That was the best name.
Next Doors.
I got too used to it. I grew up with that was the name.
I'm going over to Next Doors.
I still call it that. Phil doesn't call it that.
I call it
He kept
that,
calling it Neo, Cafe Neo, and I used to get mad. I go, you mean Next Doors?
I started calling it Next Doors because of you. And I never went when it was called Next Doors.
Oh, fuck, that's true. I forgot you were a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started calling it Next Doors because of everyone was calling Next Doors. I'm like, oh, it's Next Doors.
It was a bar that we'd go to since we're 15.
and then at some point, somebody tried to tell me it was Nail. And I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. You don't know the name of this place, bro. I thought I got so mad, bro. Oh, what are you talking about now? I think it was my mother. I yelled at my mother.
Yell at your mother.
Yeah, she was like, you're going over to Nail. Where? Cafe Nail. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. It's not called Nail. It's called Next Doors. What are you
You're
saying?
a fucking disgusting human being of a son. Shut the fuck up, bro. You spit on you got the name wrong.
I'm paraphrasing.
It's not called Walmart. That's stupid. There's no wall stuff in there at all. It's called Mart. I'm telling you, it's called Walmart. Walmart went against the government.
They did.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah. The government said that all giant stores need to have the vaccine pass thing to get in or whatever. And the government said, and Walmart said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Everything over 1,500 square meters. How big is 1,500 square meters?
I don't know. We're at 1,500 square feet here.
Meters is more than feet, right?
Of course, yeah, it's bigger than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
1,500 square meters. How big is 15? Let's Google it. How big is 1,500 square meters?
Well, that's how big it is.
No, but like an image. Image reference, motherfucker.
How much is 400? Let me Google this. How much is 400? Rated R movie night would be cool. Well, Joker, we don't look at the ratings. We just look at good movies. If you want to watch pornos, you do it on your own fucking time,
it's big,
Joker.
bro. It's like a football field.
Right?
Yeah.
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 4,500 feet, bro.
Yeah, that's big.
That's big.
That's big.
That's big.
How many feet is a yard?
A yard?
Yeah. How many feet are there in a yard? Because it goes inches, feet, yard, right?
Oh, yeah. 10 or 12, I guess. Maybe 6. I don't know. No idea.
I think it's 10 feet are in a yard. And
I don't even
12
know
inches.
why we interchange. I don't know why in North America we can't just have one fucking measurement system.
The most confusing thing for me is gallons. We
have gallons here. We have gallon, liter. That I use, so I'm
we
fine
have
with.
liters. Liters make sense though.
Gallons I'm used to too. I'm not me. What fucks me is miles per hour, kilometers per hour. I always get fucked over.
That would make sense to me for some weird fucking reason.
It fucks me because I already drive too fast, and sometimes I'll press the button by mistake, and it'll be showing me miles.
And you're going like the zone's like an 80-kilometer zone.
So I'm going 80.
You're going 80 miles.
Yeah. And I'm like, why is everyone so fucking slow? And they're like, what are you doing, stupid?
So, inches, it goes inches, feet, yard, mile, I think.
What?
I think it goes inches, feet, mile.
What do I care?
Inches, foot, yard, mile.
What do I care?
I think.
The fuck do I care?
How many feet in the yard?
I know what a foot is. A foot is 12 inches.
1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. Like, I don't like, it bothers me.
But you don't think about it like that. The way I think about it is when they say foot, I think 12 inches. When they say foot, you know what I think of?
What?
A Subway sandwich.
Me too.
Why did it take you so long to say me too then?
Because did you know that we've been lied to that Subway sandwich isn't actually 12 inches. It's 11.5, my friend.
Okay, yeah, that's the big difference. So that's what I in my head, when people say a foot, I think about that to gauge how big something is. I think about like a sub, you know? And that's how I count feet in my head.
Are you serious?
If I have to count feet, like that's 15 feet away, I'm like, that's 15 subs. Okay, I get
how
it.
big is your foot?
Has nothing to do with my foot. That's not how feet work.
No, I understand. But if your foot is 12 inches, you could just use your foot.
But why would I use that? That's such
Because
a
that's what
stupid
I always
membership.
did.
That's such a stupid way of
why is it stupid?
measuring it.
If my foot, I'm a size 12, right?
Yeah.
My foot is 12 inches. I could
Your
just
foot
use
is not 12 inches.
Yes, it is.
You're a size 9.5, number one. Number two,
Go fuck yourself.
it's so much easier because it's like a ruler. It's a sub. It's like a ruler. In my head, I think of that length. I don't.
But my foot's the same length as the sub.
When I'm measuring it, right in my head, when I'm measuring it, I rather think of a ruler. I'm not thinking about ingredients in the fucking sub. It's just the length of it, right? A ruler, instead of thinking of your fucking stinky feet. I rather see a ruler in my head. Why would I want to think of your feet?
It's not your own feet. Use your own feet.
Why would I want to think of my feet
Like,
when
what
I'm
do you wear?
calculating?
You wear a
I'd rather
size-
think of a ruler.
But hold on, you wear size 11.5, right?
So hold on a second. When you, how does it work in your head? Like, depending on what shit you took, how big it was, you use that as a measurement tool. There's a fucking it's a foot long. You know what a foot is?
Yeah, I just use my foot. So like, if I
Because
got
every
measure
foot
the
is
distance-
different. Every foot is
Yeah,
different.
but my foot is 12 inches.
But it doesn't matter. Every foot is different. Why would I think of your feet?
What? Because
Why would I think of your foot?
no, but your foot is 12 inches.
It might
too.
be 13 inches. I don't know.
Then you take your feet and you go, okay, this is about. So let's say you measure 13 feet. You're like, but you know what? I have a 13-inch foot.
Why would I do all that instead of just thinking, okay, it's 3 subs? Why would I do this math that
Because
you just
nobody
described?
has subs lying around.
You don't actually take the sub. You know in your head how long a sub is, right? You've eaten Subway sandwiches.
understand, but-
you know what 12 inches is?
No, but if you want to be more precise, just use your own foot.
How would that be more precise?
Because you have a reference live.
Well, you don't. You just said if my feet are 13 inches, then what do I have to do? I have to do it 5
what you
times,
do
then
is
remove some.
No. So let's say you measure 5 feet, you remove 5 inches. So like
Well, that's so stupid.
so
I
you're
have
like-
the exact measurement.
No, so you're like, it's about 4.5 feet.
Why would I say that when I could see exactly? I have a measurement tool.
Because that's
so if I have a
exactly
ruler, if I have a ruler right now, I have a ruler that's 12 inches long. I have a ruler.
Yeah.
Instead of using the ruler, I'm going to use my 13-inch foot.
But you don't have a
and
ruler.
then be
That's the whole thing.
I do have a ruler. The sub is exactly 12 inches.
You have subs lying around.
What do you mean have subs lying around? When you calculate how long something is, you're like, I think it's about 12 feet. What you do is you walk up the wall.
No.
Is that what? Hold on. Do you walk up the wall?
No.
Or do you take your shoe off and put on the wall? No, you fucking idiot.
No, but
you
I-
imagined. You're like, I know how long that is. Okay, that's about 15 feet. Okay, I get it.
No, but I use my foot as reference. I don't use
Hold
subs.
on. What do you mean your foot as reference? You just said that the way you calculate references, the way you use references, is you physically use them.
Yeah,
Because
like-
your foot is around.
Yeah, like I'll walk.
Okay, so
I'll
this
walk
wall
the
right
distance, and then I'll take the same distance from the floor, and then I'll put it up.
That's not how that works. That's the complete opposite. That's a perceptive that will be completely wrong then. So you walk up the wall.
Like Spider-Man.
Of course you don't, right? Or you take off your shoes and do this. That's how you calculate. Like a fucking imbecile. No, you have a reference point in your head and you use that reference. You don't sit there, you're like, my foot is 13 inches, so I'm thinking my foot would be there, and then 13, but then I would take a bit off. Nobody does it. That's absurd. That is insane. You just use the ruler that you have in your
But I
head. You're
do
like,
that.
what's exactly 12 inches? X thing? Okay, there's 4 of those there. Bam. I know it is. Nobody's going to take off their fucking shoes and measure it. What are you, homeless? What are you talking about?
Gabe should make a video of somebody measuring something with their shoe.
You know how fucking crazy
and
that
it's
is?
my face.
I think that's about 15 feet away. Hold on, let me take my shoe off. You're a fucking idiot. Can you hold me while I put my feet on the wall?
No, you just
No, in your head you're like, okay, I know the reference. It's 4 of those. I'm not gonna take my fucking shoes off. That's so stupid. And then start calculating down from 13 inches, take 1 off. That is absurd, sir. That is absurd. What I'm saying is, in my head, I think of that length as a ruler. I don't know why in your head you're so crazy. I don't actually picture a sub with lettuce. The length in my head is a
not with
straight line.
lettuce, just the bread itself.
I don't think of bread either.
Oh, okay.
It's the line. I know how big a sub is, so it's that line, that measurement, that ruler for me. That's the ruler. So then I'll go, okay, bam, 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 bam. Okay, it takes 5 of those, so I know it's 5 feet. You get it? That's the reference. I don't take off my shoes and start stamping on the wall.
But the thing is, when you tell me think of the sub, I actually think like you know what I see. Like,
oh yeah, Jean-François, that's true. Eh? Why does some places where it's social distancing they say 2 meters or 6 feet? Because those aren't the same thing, right?
No, they're not. Actually, 2 meters is 6 foot 4 or 5 or some shit like that. Like
conspiracy.
6 foot is a meter 80 something.
Yeah.
1.85, I think. 1.84, some shit like that. How tall is Poseidon? So I can count. I'm 5'2", Olga.
Poseidon is 6 foot 1.99. Just say 6'2". 6'2" to be safe.
Yeah.
6'2".
6'2", I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should tell-
I was right. TA says 6.5 feet equals 2 meters.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
So-
2 meters and 6 feet are not the same thing.
So they take 5 inches and throw them out the window.
I also saw an article that was written, I believe it's propaganda. Study finds that people voted and said that you look sexier. They find people sexier with a mask on.
I think that's just mass propaganda.
That's ugly propaganda. That's all it is. That's a bunch of ugly people who said, yo, we got to keep this shit on. I don't care if we find a cure tomorrow. We can't take these off. People actually talk to us now. I had a conversation recently. You ever had one of those? It's crazy. I am not prepared to give up this goddamn mask. That's what happened. I was like, how do you say that they're sexier? They're masked up.
That or it was a bank robber that wrote that.
We need mask and body armor. Body armor, very sexy. Well, the actual social distance was 1.5 meters anyways, but people just say 2 meters to be safe. Listen, Jizu, none of that shit is real.
It's all bullshit.
There's people who sleep in the same bed together and don't give each other the virus. So all this stuff is just do the best you can. That's what I say. Do the best you can. You can't be perfect.
But then we found out that it's in the air, my friend. So if you don't have proper air circulation wherever the fuck
doesn't matter how far you are.
Doesn't matter how far you are, my
You're
friend.
gonna get it.
You're gonna catch it, motherfucker.
That's why Poseidon was forbidden from coming to the studio.
There you go.
Yeah, not now. When he had it.
Yeah. You know, and
so officially, until either me or Mike get it, it is known as the peasant's disease.
Oh, but then it changes when you and Mike get it, eh?
When it could hit royalty. It could hit the upper class. That's going to be scary. Right now, I'm not scared of something that affects peasants. If me and Mike get it, goddamn, dude. The upper echelon of society.
Goddamn, bro.
You got it. But Trudeau got it. His wife got it. I don't care about that class. When the upper class starts getting it.
But the thing is, you may have gotten it, remember?
In the beginning, that's what I think.
And that goes.
I'll tell you why I think it. It could be wrong because, again, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I think I got it because when it first happened, right before we did the lockdowns, right when we didn't know what the fuck this was, I got really sick. I got the flu for a couple of days. I'd never been that sick. Headaches, all that shit. And then I got over it. And this entire time, when everyone caught it in 2 years, I didn't get anything. So I don't believe, especially with the people shaking hands, all that, shows, thousands, hundreds of people, 1,000 one night. It's crazy. The amount of people that we fucking see that breathe in front of us. So I don't think I'm that lucky that it just never hit me. I believe I was probably one of the first ones that got it.
Yeah.
Got natural immunity to it. And that's why I've avoided it.
But then how come I never caught it off of you?
How would you have caught it from me? I got it. I don't just keep it. I had it when I had it.
Oh, yeah, it's true. And we weren't too
When
much.
I had it, I was home. I was completely fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was completely fucked for that whole week. And then I came back out on Saturday. We did a podcast with Akash Singh. And then they shut everything down. Remember he had to go back to New York before he didn't do the show at the Nest because they were going to shut everything down that day.
Yeah, I remember.
So I had that week to recover. We didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think happened because it's impossible. Like I would have to be the luckiest fucking person to be able to meet so many people during when it was at its peak. Everyone was getting it, and you just dodge it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and it would explain why I didn't get it. Also, I was probably
because you didn't see anyone at the time. You were the second it closed up.
Yeah.
Like it was me. Let's say it closed up.
Yeah,
and then you didn't see anyone.
But even though I went to places like I worked at the airport, I went to a bunch of places. It would make sense why I didn't catch it because there was proper air circulation.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to this time, I went to a mall, and then in that mall, I went to a bathroom that full of people. Like it was.
That's where you think you got it in the bathroom?
I think that's where I got it in the bathroom. Packed. I was taking a shit, and people were fucking walking in and out. It was crazy.
You should, by the way, for the record, you were there before you left the house.
Yeah.
You should have just taken a shit.
It hit me while
Who
I was
actively
there.
goes to the mall to take a shit?
No, I didn't go to the mall to take a shit. But by the way, I wasn't expecting the mall to be that, bro, packed the mall. And you know how malls recirculate the air?
Yeah.
So all you need is one sick person in there, and everyone in there gets sick. You feel me, dog?
Yeah.
So it will make sense why I caught it. But then,
No, I'm just laughing at the chat. But yeah, go on.
What did they say?
No, it's okay. It's nothing to do with you.
But yeah, because we found out now it doesn't stick to surfaces. It doesn't stay on surfaces. I could spit on this table.
Well, no, you can't spit on the table. It's anyways. It depends. It doesn't stick to surfaces the way they said. It's not. If you touch in your hand, no, it's basically it can't go from your hand to infect you. But if you take your hand and you fucking touch your saliva and then you put it in my mouth, like if I'm dumb enough and put, like, you know how you told you touch your face, your eyes, that's how you can get it. But it's much less likely because you have to actually put it. Just touching your hand, it won't affect you. It doesn't affect you. It's not, but if you once you breathe it in, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what I think happened to me in the beginning because it's either that guy's or I should play the lottery because I'm lucky as fuck.
You never play. You should play.
I always forget. I think about it once every 3 months. I go, maybe I should pick some numbers.
You know why? You know why you forget? It's a poor man's trap.
Am I a rich man?
No. What I mean is, what I mean by that is like, it's a trap for people who are, working class, in the hopes of.
I'm working class.
No, I understand, but I don't know how to explain it. It's what I'm saying is a trap.
It is a trap. I know. It's a tax on the stupid.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm
a
dumb
stupid
enough.
man's tax.
Yeah, I know. I'm dumb. I've played the lotto before. I just haven't done it in years.
There's always the what if. Like me, I'll never play it, but because I'm superstitious a bit, if somebody asks me, "Would you like to play the lottery?" then I'll play it. But I'll never go out of my way and play it.
I have the what if. Like, what if I had $2 right now? If I have change on me, then I'll play it.
Really?
No, I never remember it. But also, if I'm at the cash, like I never have like change to go give and just take it fast. Like there's also to sit there and put your debit card and wait. That also I lose. I don't want to be here.
Well, I was buying cigarettes a lot at the time.
You should have played.
No. But every time I'd buy cigarettes, if the person didn't ask me, "You want to play the lotto?" I never bought. If they asked me, still
you got
wouldn't.
peer pressured.
No, I still wouldn't buy all the time, but sometimes my superstition would get the better of me, and it would be like, what if that one time that person asked me if I wanted to play the lottery, and I say no, those were the winning numbers. Understand my logic?
Yeah. It says not true. Most likely you touched something and then touched your face. I don't know what's not true about what he. No, it's 100% true. It's an airborne thing. This is we know this.
And you know what's crazy? I was saying this at the beginning of the pandemic, and then people who were saying that were being like, they were calling people like that like fucking retards and fucking shit like that.
No, it turns out you were right.
But what was I gonna say?
We know this. It has nothing to do with either Purell and stuff is excessive. I don't mind it being there, but that's not what's gonna help.
Also, when you put a Purell in your hands 10 times and you expose your hands with blisters, then you actually expose yourself to more sicknesses.
Yeah, Gary says the same thing. It travels just like the flu travels. Like in the winter, why everybody gets it because you're all compressed inside. You're breathing the same air. That's what it is.
But in the summer, everyone's outside.
Yeah. Also, sunlight makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, vitamin D is very important.
Not just for you. I mean, sunlight makes a difference on like the UV light actually makes a difference for viruses and shit like that. Did you know that?
Well, it kills a lot of bacteria.
Yeah.
A lot
of bacteria. That's a cool fact.
But again, something that you said at the beginning of the pandemic, they treated you like a psychopath.
They did, but I wasn't even saying it as like misinformation. I was just like, well, from what we know, and isn't that how it normally works? And when you're sick, you take this. Like, shut the fuck up, stupid.
Yeah.
The Chinese are trying to kill us. And I was like, all right.
They're all about changing the narrative.
Yeah.
Like they are with a fucking vaccine. They changed the definition in 2015.
Yeah, they keep and people keep siding with not people. It's like there's 3 people that I know that sided with the Pfizer guy. Like he didn't lie. He just didn't know that what they're gonna do about the variant. And, okay, well then that's not a vaccine.
Yeah.
And also, then why would you get more of it now? If it doesn't work for this, why would I get 9 shots and it doesn't work?
Yeah, there you go.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like I had an argument with a person and I go, and we were talking about this whole vaccine thing. She's like, no, vaccine isn't supposed to make you immune.
That's the definition of vaccine. They changed it in 2015, but the definition was to give you immunity. Yeah.
Like I took the tetanus shot, I became immune to tetanus.
You
Understand?
became immune to Tetris.
What was I gonna say? Anyways, I don't want to talk about this shit too much because a lot of shit that I had thought of at the beginning of this shit, I was like, oh, I'm right about this. And then, people were like, nah, if you think this, you're a crazy person. Anyways.
2019, only a 2-week lockdown to slow the spread. We're almost there. We're almost ended our 2 weeks.
Yeah. But then again, that 2 weeks, what does it identify as? Does it identify as 3 years?
Maybe. We didn't understand.
It
really identified. We refer to it as 2 weeks.
We're the problem.
It's fucking 2 decades.
They changed the definition of week and decade.
I heard that Europe's getting, at the end of the shit, Europe's thinking of just treating it like the flu, which is not treating it. Just be like, fucking do whatever you want.
Did you see Israel?
No.
The McDonald's in Israel, if you don't have your Vax Pass and you go to order food, will refuse you.
Good.
They're acting like it's a big deal, but they did people a favor with that one.
How funny is that? We only want healthy customers, so you don't want customers. You don't want any. You don't want anyone eating this garbage. We care about your health. Have some of this poison. So stupid.
Shit.
So
I've been watching. Cause now I can go into my library and I see Elden Ring and I see the countdown.
How long is the countdown for you?
For 39 days.
Oh, really? That's just over a month, bro.
Yeah, I'm very excited, bro.
Are you gonna be playing this game a lot?
Probably, yes.
Or are you gonna quit your job here? Because I need to know if I need to train someone new.
No, absolutely not. No, I will not do this.
Okay, you better not.
No,
you better not show up to work because you're playing video games.
Are you fucking insane, bro? No, but this is a single player game too. It's not an online game.
Well, if it was online, you'd quit your job?
No, I wouldn't either. I feel like those days are behind me. Like, remember when we were 14, 15 and you'd skip school for a video game?
Good times. I quit a job once. I could play a wrestling game.
Depends on the job, though. Like, if it was like...
I think that's when I had quit Harvey's too. I was like fed up and I was like,
yeah.
I got the new SmackDown game. I was like, yeah, I quit.
Yeah, that shit at that age, I find is acceptable. But I mean, at 30 years old and it's your career, it's unacceptable.
Yes, Poseidon.
Film it down.
Guys, look, if you enjoyed this nonsense, this recap of the week, patreon.com/Pantelis, where the real podcast is at. New episode of the French Cast comes out on Thursday. It will be on before for all the patrons. Morning shows twice a week. We got the Pantelis podcast. We got 2 Drink Minimum every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube. Not on this channel, on the 2 Drink Minimum channel. The Intellectuals comes out weekly. It might be delayed this week because, as you know, our boy Guido Grasso migrated to Mexico. He went to meet the poor kids that were kicked off the goddamn airplane and weren't allowed to come back to Quebec. I was like, I feel for you, my brothers. I too have been deported once.
From where? From
he got deported from Mexico, remember? Yeah. And they forced him to come back here. Then it was the opposite. Like, you're not coming back to Canada. You stay in Mexico. So thank you guys for checking us out again. Support us on Patreon. Tell your friends about us. Share, like, and subscribe. All the crazy, stupid shit that YouTubers tell you to do. It helps. You subscribe, you share, you tell your friends. Everything grows slowly.
Yay.
Thanks on behalf of everyone here, the whole team. We'll be back with new episodes of all your favorite podcasts this week. Thank you guys and go fuck yourselves.
Peace.